Welcome to the BreadNation Squad.
We
Welcome to the
definitely have to
BreadNation
go there.
SquadCast. Today we're gonna talk about self-worth and why is it important. All right, first question for this: do y'all understand your value? Who wants to go first?
Of course.
Now what? Yep. Elaborate.
I mean, like, there's not a whole lot to say. It's just like, I ain't tolerating no bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Nobody finna disrespect me. Doesn't matter how I feel about myself personally.
Yo.
Big facts.
You know what I'm saying? Personally, like, it doesn't matter how how I felt about myself. It's like I could be at the lowest. I ain't tolerating your bullshit. You know what I'm saying?
I got no
like,
I felt that.
you know what I'm saying? I'm the only one that can bring me down. Fuck you.
Exactly. Let niggas know. Let niggas know. Who's next?
Okay.
Who understands their value as a man? Who's next?
Oh man.
Okay,
Oh, yeah,
Chase.
I wanna hear
Do you
that.
understand your value?
What you trying to say?
I wanna
Do you
I wanna hear
understand your
this.
value, Chase?
I mean, yeah. I mean,
Huh?
yeah. Give me.
I mean,
I don't think you understand his value.
so what do you mean by what you mean?
You shouldn't tolerate no one's. I mean, pretty much what I'm trying to say. You shouldn't tolerate no one's bullshit. You should always prioritize yourself first over anyone else. You shouldn't let anyone bring you down.
You want to use big words?
Huh? You didn't say anything.
You said big words.
What are you talking about? Oh, man,
You gotta put
this
yourself
dude.
first. Value yourself. You only got yourself at the end of the day.
Okay. What about you, Lamar? Do you value yourself? Do you know your value?
Of course.
What is your value, Lamar?
I treat myself like a king with the utmost respect.
Okay.
You all should treat yourselves like kings and treat yourselves with the utmost respect.
Okay. You spitting bars out here?
Hey, yo,
He's a con.
take no shit from nobody. Worry about yourself.
Okay. Okay. Is that all, King? Is that all?
That is all. That is all.
That is all. Okay. What about you, Ed? Do you understand your value?
My uncle once told me I was worth a quarter and a sack of potatoes, but I think I'm worth more than that.
Yeah, I
yeah,
can't.
no, I love myself. I'm gonna eat my
Says that
cupcake
statement.
now.
Says that statement. I love myself.
No, I do.
Oh man. All right. Kiko, Mel, do you understand your value?
Yeah.
No. Okay. All right.
No.
You good, bro? You good, bro?
Yeah.
I'm looking at what Mikey did, and I was just like, why you gotta do it like that? Look at that. Look at that. Why you so close? Why you?
You understand your value?
You want me to be this far?
Alright.
You want me to be this?
Hi.
I do. I feel like
So,
as I grew up, I understood I never really settle for less. And I mean, unless it's really worth it to you, and I mean, this is my opinion, it's just when it comes, everybody's they want to get the bag, they want to get the money. But I was just like, that's cool and all, but it's like, how much of that type of value do you want for yourself? Like, is it gonna be worth it? At the end of the day, are you gonna get something out of it? That's how I look at it. For me understanding that part, because if you're gonna put your body on the line, which if it does involve it, then yeah.
I like that. Okay. I like these answers, except for Chase's, but I like these answers. I like these
Oh, man.
answers. Yes.
Ooh.
Yes.
He's
got
gonna
something
kill you
else
one
better?
day. He's gonna shoot
Yes.
you.
Yes. I'm waiting.
you should be happy. Let me rephrase that. You should be happy pursuing something for yourself, not what others expect out of you and what they think you can do. Like what we're doing right now. Like, this is all something we want to do. We got Kiko here. pursuing wrestling. Some of us here pursuing YouTube, others pursuing other careers. You should always have value.
So why'd you go to college?
College is scary.
So what? You using your degree? I don't think so.
Man, it
College
depends.
is for
What you use
people
it
that just wants to. They're just passing by.
True. All right. For the next question, what is
Wait,
the
Leo
worst
didn't
pain? He didn't? Oh shit! You're right. Do you value yourself, Leo?
Who?
Do you?
Leo.
Do you
Oh.
value yourself, Leo?
I don't think so.
This guy.
Yourself, you fucking smart.
Do you value yourself, young lord?
Do you, young warrior?
What you mean, wait? We can't see your face.
I'm gonna hit him with the hard no on that one.
Does have an answer for him? I don't think he does.
I'm trying. Okay. Wait, hold on.
Uh-huh.
Why you blowing my ears, huh?
Because I haven't been recording my mic. Figure out which one's my mic.
Which one is your mic?
The one that's on your head.
Well, no, but there's 6 options here.
Why is there 6?
Dead. Why is
Oh,
it
yeah.
yours?
Mike's plugged in.
Oh man, you got what you got? Auto-tune on each
bro.
voice?
We're recording now, bro.
Huh.
So look, we knew going into this was going to be an interesting episode for me.
You're damn right.
Damn right. Answer the question.
Some of the
Do you
questions on
understand your
this,
value?
I
Do
think
you?
as of like the second half of this year, I have a better idea of it.
Oh really?
I
So
know we
you're
struggled
learning
for a
as you-
long ass time, and especially the
So
start of
you're-
this year. But I'm getting
So
there.
you're learning as you go. So you're learning as you go.
I'm
okay.
finding what I want, what I'm worth.
Still better answer than Chase. I'll take it.
Oh my
I wouldn't say all that. I wouldn't say all
I don't know,
that.
man.
Not you disrespecting Chase.
Yo.
I gave you a second
Word.
answer.
I
Put
like
some
the
res-
second answer. I just don't
Put some respect on, put some respect on Vegeta's name.
Next
All
question.
right. Next question. What is the worst pain you ever experienced in your life? And what did you learn from it?
Pain?
Yes.
Like emotional,
I don't
physical.
know, bro.
Who hurt?
It could be both. Emotional, physical, or anything
I guess
that could be
I'll
traumatic.
go first on this one.
Mm.
A lot of people don't know this already. You don't know. 2017.
Oh yeah.
And
I remember that.
yeah, I had surgery, spinal surgery, get a tumor removed off my spine. That shit sucked so bad to this day. I think that's the worst type of pain I can ever go through. Like, it doesn't matter what else I go through like that. That's not forgettable.
God bless you.
Paralyzed. That shit sucks.
Like the pain right after the surgery.
Some scary shit. Man.
Everything leading up to the surgery and then after, like I was losing functions in my legs. I was having problems trying to walk and shit. Almost got paralyzed, and after the surgery, I lost function in my right leg, and then had to try to relearn how to walk and shit again. That shit sucks. That shit was not. That was basically a whole month of September of doing, and I remember at that time, like I was still going to college. I had to miss a semester just because of that.
I remember that.
That shit sucked. That shit was not fun.
So, what did you learn from it? Through that journey of trying to learn how to walk again. Like, did you learn like a life lesson, a life value?
I did.
Do you value your
Can't say
legs,
I
man?
can't. Of course, I can't say I can't do it again. I would try to avoid situations where
You're like
again, but at the same time, that's a tumor that they claim was supposedly probably grew from a young age and then just like took time to develop. I don't know. Fact of the matter is, I had like a better appreciation of just life in general. Like, I lucked out super bad. It could have been way worse. I'll be doing what I am doing now.
Good though. I'm happy you recovered. That's real shit. Good shit.
You
Alright.
shall know pain.
So who wants to go next? It doesn't have to be that deep if you don't want it to be that deep.
I don't know how you top something like that. Like, how you follow that up?
We're not trying to top that, bro.
Bro, it's literally
Just like anything. Just what is
Yeah,
something
and,
life
like-
has taught you?
it's just literally anything that happened to you, and what did you learn from it? That's all it is.
Lamar, have you learned nothing in life?
You didn't.
Not from pain. I mean, actually, you know what? I got you.
Okay.
So when I was like 3 at the time, and I remember my cousin was leaving. I don't know what came over me. I was just thinking of doing some dickhead shit. So I like sprayed him with the hose right before he left. And then he kept on throwing shit at me, and he kept on missing. And then he threw like a 2x4 with some nails sticking out, and that shit dinked me right in my knee.
Jesus.
I mean, I just remember
I'm rubbing my knee
crying.
now.
I just remember crying, or waking up in the hospital, falling back asleep, and waking up back home. And ever since that day, I made sure I do not do any dickhead shit to anybody.
Okay.
I don't think I've had anything like. I mean, I've had instances where, like, you know, bleeding a lot and some shit. Like, as a kid, hit my head on like, the edge of like some cupboard or table or some shit, and like just bleeding like crazy. Or like maybe me stepping on some broken glass because I was barefoot or something. I don't know. There's not a whole lot to learn from those. Though. It's just like
I know what I'm saying.
dumb
When I
shit.
say pain, it could be physical. It could be like traumatic.
It could
or
be like
emotional.
emotional too.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like if you learn something from physical pain, you'd be safe. If you learn something from traumatic, it's up to you. Like I said, you don't have to go in detail if you don't want to. It's just the whole point is like, did you learn from it, and what did you learn from it?
See, so
Dramatic. I mean, I've had instances with shit that I'm not gonna really explain, but I don't know. It just kind of shows you what people really are capable of. I don't know.
Okay.
Kind of thing. That's as far as I'll get with that.
That's fine. That's perfectly fine.
So like on some real shit here, I spent forever thinking about like this question in particular because it's like I have a bunch of obvious, well, at least to you guys it's obvious of shit I could say and stuff, and it's like I want to give the typical story, and it's like Lord fucking knows I could talk about any of my fucking exes. I'm not going to. So I'm gonna give an actual answer. I'm not gonna give a Leo answer to this. I'm gonna give an actual answer that Rohan isn't gonna bully me for, right? So
Oh, you're still gonna get bullied.
I think so. A form of pain I've had to deal with in life. This has been going on for years and years and stuff. What taught me a lot is having to grow up with a single mum. You know, growing up with my dad never around. I think that's something that has taught me a lot about life. You know, seeing like the shit she had to go through. Like, see, it wasn't really me feeling pain. It was seeing my mum and all the pain she was in. Being like, you know, I mean, for the longest time, I always said, I don't want to fucking be anything like my dad. I don't want to leave another person being that way. You know, so I think that's something I learned a lot from growing up, you know, how to do shit on your own. You know, you can't really just rely on anyone, no matter how long you know someone or how well you think you know someone. You need to be prepared to do shit on your own because sometimes they're really just gonna leave. You know what I mean? So I think growing up in a house with a single mum taught me a lot, and it gave me a very mature vision on life from a young age because I didn't grow up in that, you know, family with 2 parents and grandparents around and, you know, 3 kids, whatever, you know. It was very broken growing up, but that helped me to see a lot, you know. It didn't make me... I didn't spend my days as a kid being depressed as fuck. Oh, where's my dad? I want my dad. Instead, from a young age, I tried to learn from that, you know. Why is he gone? What did he do that was wrong? What can I do to avoid doing that kind of thing? So I think that's one of the things that helped me. Sure.
It's just like, it should be great if I didn't kill him.
It'd be like that.
Yeah, I know. But
that's what's up.
I can relate with that too, though. I feel that. I feel like a lot of people relate with that, though.
Yeah.
You know,
Definitely.
just having a single mother or a single parent. Because I know I did. Like, my big thing was, how can I be better than him and not make the mistakes he made?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, that's my biggest thing. Because I don't want to have kids in different states, different countries, all that crap, and not be intact with my family. That's my biggest thing. I want to be close with my family when I have a son, a daughter. I want to be involved in their life and do something that my dad wasn't able to do for me. You feel me?
Yeah.
That's what I've always been like, you know, like My dad wasn't there for me. I want to be there for my son. You know, my dad cheated. I don't want to cheat on my woman. You know, just like
Exactly.
everything he did, I want to be the opposite of that. And like we talk now, I don't hate him as much as I did with a kid. I still dislike obviously everything that had happened back then. And one day I would want to talk to him about it. Like, why? What was going through your head? What was, you know, what was the situation from your eyes, kind of thing. But that's because me and my dad get along a lot better now than when I was a kid, and I never spoke to him until I turned like 17 or some shit. You know what I mean? So.
Okay. What about you, Mel?
I think, well, I have so many, but I think the main one would hit me was when I was like in the shelter, like family shelter, and I remember one time my dad opened the door and it was another family that just came in, and they were like asking for like, you know, sugar, which was funny to me because I've watched this in movies so many times, but I've seen it in videos where you ask for sugar. But for some reason I laughed, but then my laughter just stopped when she started continuing. Then she started telling my dad like the story about like, this is the first time we actually got to a shelter where it was clean and the shower actually works. And she was explaining that, you know, we haven't took a shower within like 5 days or so. So when I was living in the shelter for like a good, I think 9 months, you see a whole lot, and you see how people's eyes change when they see you coming from like, you know, that type of thing. And you see like, you know, families asking for a change on the train station or whatever, or like on the street. Sometimes you have it, sometimes you have it, but you don't have the actual physical money in your pocket, but you just carry a card. I don't know what you guys do, but, you know, seeing that, and sometimes, you know, I do have that point where it's just like, you know, I could get the money, but at the same time, I'm still struggling. So it's just like seeing that type of pain where you don't know when you're going to take a clean shower, you don't know when you're going to have your last meal or whatever, or even have a shelter under, you know, or whatever. Like seeing that type of pain at like a teenage age, I think in high school, going through that while seeing everybody else suffer and shit. That's like the most, you know, pain I've ever like had to dealt with, and I'm trying to, you know, not go back to that place, because honestly, it didn't take us that long to get away from all that, but to see everybody else doing it, you know, it's either you love the fact that you want to stay inside the shelter and, you know, tough economy and all that, you don't got the money, but sometimes I look at it, it's like, all right, it's free rent. You might get a bed, you might not. I've seen people so much, like, just, it's really heartbreaking when you see it, honestly. It's like, it's really hard to describe seeing, like, you know, as a kid, you don't know. When you're like a little kid, you don't know that you're going through a shelter or whatever. You just think it's like a vacation or you're just going somewhere else. But as you get older, then you start realizing, you know, you can see what's going on, then you start realizing, all right, I don't have it like that. So that's pretty much my pain of just seeing like myself and then every other kid that, you know, they don't know any better. It just is like, it's heartbreaking not to see that, like, you know, for them to like just to get over it. Not like get over it, but like to overcome that situation. I feel like, you know, if the system's supposed to help you, you know, why isn't anyone really trying to like help the people that's in the shelter system get into a place that is supportable? But that's like my pain of just watching them.
I agree. Okay. I can resonate with that. Even though like I've never been in a shelter, but like I always moved place to place within 6 months to a year. So like I was always moving as a kid. So it's like I was like a nomad pretty much. So it's like I never really had a place to like really call home. Cause like so I just learned from there. Like, you know, a lot of people just don't got it. So like I can never like home. Basically, like I never really had a place to call home, so it was just hard, you know, just moving place to place, and then I keep switching schools.
I don't know. I just call the Bronx my home at this point, because like I've been through all over the Bronx. It's like, all right, whatever.
Same, bro. Like even though I call the Bronx my home, like I wouldn't live there, but like through all like the past experiences and what I've seen and what it taught me, like I could understand. Like, it made me who I am today. Like, it just made me see things for what it is. Like, it ain't all like sunshine and sweet. Not everybody nice to you. Some people are just gonna sneak you out and just take everything you got just because that's how they live it. Like, that's how they supposed to get it because everybody just doesn't got the same lifestyle. So it's just crazy out there.
I had that
But the
rough
worst,
period for a while.
I would say the worst pain that I could say, so I don't answer all the questions because there's some of them to go into it. But I would say traumatic for me, probably my senior year of high school. In the beginning, basically, me and my friend got robbed with guns involved, and that was like, it was traumatic for me because it's like I was already used to getting robbed because in New York that's just usually what they do. But usually they didn't have weapons. It was just like put you out of fear or whatever. And I was younger. This is the first time where like someone actually used force and used a weapon. And it's like, I didn't know what to do and stuff like that. So at first, the whole thing, how it happens, that we was walking home. It was almost home. And then like the dude just asked, yo, can I see the time? Well, I didn't really respond, but Rain responded. And then I waited for him. And then from there, like he took his first phone. And after that, he seen that I have a phone too. The other dude asked, oh, let me see your phone too. So like, after like 5 minutes of him like searching, saying, oh, I need to call somebody to see this and that, it just started to feel sketchy. So I was just like, okay, I've been robbed many times, like 4 times already. So I was like, this is probably not going somewhere. I need to get out of here. That's the first thought in my mind, but I was like, damn, I have my friend with me. I can't just leave him here because I don't know what's going to happen. So I just stayed for a little bit, and then this dude just, I don't know, he's looking at the phone. They used to start asking questions and some weird shit. And I just didn't respond. I was just being a dickhead. I was acting like I don't know anything. So he was just, and then he started to get like infuriated and just start getting tight. So I was like, I was letting him get tight. I was like, I'm not giving you nothing, no information. I'm gonna act dumb. And then my friend was doing the same thing to the other dude. He was just basically acting dumb for not responding to them, whatever. They have phones, and they getting real furious. So it got to a point where like he was about to get out the car, and she was threatening to beat my ass. So my dumb ass was like, okay, do it. So when he started to get out the car and then he reached under the seat, that's when my whole life just flashed. Like I just thought about everything. I was just like, okay, he's about to do more than just beat my ass. Like I could lose my life. I won't be able to see my nieces. I won't be able to graduate. Like I could just lose everything in just 1 second. And I can't tell the person next to me that this dude has a weapon. So it's just like, okay, shit. Then that's why I just started complying because I was just like, damn. Now I feel like this dude just bitched me. It makes me feel like he's like, stronger than me or whatever just because he had a knife or a gun. And it just didn't sit well with me because I just felt like a bitch after it. Like, I had to give him my $10. I gave him the fucking phone, all the information he wanted. Then my other friend, he's still not being compliant with them. And he doesn't know they have a weapon. So I know I'm trying to look at him without saying anything like, okay, you need to ease up. Like our plan A is done. We need to go with plan B. Like, ain't nothing we can do. But he still wasn't compliant. I was being compliant. And I was just thinking to myself, like, okay, this dude got a gun, but I don't know if the rest of them got a gun. So I'm just thinking, racing pace in my head, just like, all right, what's the next move? What am I going to do? Like, how am I going to get him out of the situation? Are we going to get out alive? Like, everything's just right through my head. And the other dude was getting impatient because my other friend wasn't listening. So he told me to leave and don't look back. In my head, I'm like, I don't want to leave him. But he's like, do it. Or I'm going to just air this whole shit out. And I was just like, fuck it. So I walked up the street. I couldn't look behind me. And then next thing you know, I went all the way to the school because that's the only place I could go to because I wasn't trying to go home so they could just follow me. Went to the school and I just basically cried to my guidance counselor because that shit was it was hectic. Like I could have lost my life and I thought I lost my friend because I didn't know what happened after. But luckily, I heard that he got home safe and basically they came out the car and they basically put 3 guns on him. And they almost took everything he had. And he just left him right there and then they drove off. Like it was just scary to see that like, I could literally just lose my life and I could have lost a friend life at the same time. And just based on whatever movie we could have did, it could have been done for both of us. Like if I would have did something, he could have saw me shot and it could have fucked up his whole life. Or if he would have did something, he could have been shot, could have fucked up my whole life. We could have both been dead, nobody would have known. Like, and it was in broad daylight. It was just like, damn. Like niggas really just took our shit, took the money, and just probably went to go sell drugs with it. And it's just like, damn, it's like, I had to think to myself, like it's just crazy out here. Like, it's just ain't safe no more for a teen or for kids. Like, you gotta be careful who you walk. You gotta be careful who you trust, strangers. You just gotta move differently. You can't move like nothing can happen to you. Because it's just at any moment, you could be gone. And it was just crazy. Like, that's the first time I just felt like I could have lost my whole life and nobody would have known. And nobody probably would have cared or cared. Who knows? But just the fact that, like, I could have lost it. My friend could have lost at the same time. And in my head, all I'm thinking, I'm not even thinking about myself though. I was dead thinking about him. It's like, damn, how am I gonna get him out the situation? Because he doesn't need to be in the situation. He's going through enough. Like I was being selfless. I was like, yo, he needs to get out of here. Like, I don't give a fuck about me because I've been in this situation many times. I don't know how much times he's been in this situation. So I don't know. The one thing I could take from that is just everybody's not what they seem. Can't be talking to strangers. And you just gotta move different. You just can't be buddy or friendly with nobody. And no matter where you move to, always keep your guard up. That's what I learned from that shit. It was hectic though. But next question. What is the worst thing a girl you liked or dated done to you?
Oh god.
Yeah.
Y'all can count me out of this one. Y'all can count me out of this one.
There we go, boys.
I see y'all
You
tomorrow.
wanna go first?
The juicy stuff.
What's the worst thing a girl has ever done to me? Shit. Come back to me. I gotta think about this one because there's so many.
Alright, come on, Chase.
I gotta go.
Come on. Come on. It was the worst thing. Girl you liked or you dated?
I think the one he dated was the worst thing I ever saw.
Oh, man.
Chase, come on.
I'm gonna go with the fact that this girl. I ain't gonna say names, obviously, but we talked about this already multiple times. This woman was basically she was a hoe. She was a hoe.
4.
3.
Yeah,
Holding it down. She was holding it down.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, who started? Chase.
Yeah, he did.
Oh, was he talking about? I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
That long distance girl.
Bust down.
The one we can blame a previous nation member for.
The long hoe.
Yeah, some dickhead introduced him.
Yeah, we don't speak of that dickhead today, so it don't matter.
I don't think we need to speak about it again.
Voldemort?
Fucking
Oh, I'll still put his name in existence.
Nah, no, I've heard it enough. I'm alright.
So, okay.
Begins with J.
oh man.
Alright, so what did you after you figured out that she was a hoe and shit, what did you learn from that?
Who said that? Who the fuck was that?
I don't know who said that. Jeez, wow.
Yo, Ann, motherfucker. Yo, can we just quickly point out? I've noticed the whole time these two dead staring at the fucking TV. Not even in the podcast.
I'm looking at the podcast. What are you talking about?
Alright, this is the last
Bro,
game.
y'all been staring dead at the screen, bro.
Last, okay.
Alright. Look, I'm looking at the.
Y'all
I'm looking
playing
at this.
Burnout or something? What y'all playing?
No,
I think Rocket League.
playing,
No.
I'm playing Rocket League.
Playing-
Yeah.
Yeah,
I knew it.
just alright, Chase, what did you
Last
learn?
game.
What did you learn from the experience?
Say it, Mikey. The hoe. Say it.
What did that hoe ass bitch teach you, bro?
There you go.
All right.
What did I choose?
What did that female do to you?
Oh, hold on. I got you. Damn.
What did Troglodyte do?
He who
Did you
said that
forget?
Name, I ain't taking no suggestion from that man ever.
I don't know why he took him in the first place.
I don't know why you're listening.
Hey, you was young and stupid.
Nah, she
Wasn't
gotta be
that
older.
young?
Now the question is, did you hit it?
Yo, no. It's
How
long
can you hit something?
It was long
That's just long
distance. He didn't hit shit.
What is this? Virtual reality?
What is this? Discord?
I'm in a cupcake. Screw it. This is my cheat meal.
Yo, don't talk about my VTubers like that.
Hey man, this ain't no VR. You don't
Oh,
hug, then
what
kiss,
did you
then
learn, Chase?
caress.
What did you learn, Chase?
Oh,
And,
no, he's still there.
I may not do long distance again,
Okay.
but background checks.
Again.
Background checks.
Background checks.
How you gonna know, man? You never know.
You got a
Shit,
list?
background-
You got a
Hey,
list now?
background check.
You gotta scan the
What are you, a
socials.
job? You said background check.
What,
Hold on,
you,
what
you gotta get
job?
background check? What, you got COVID?
You an employer?
I gotta know every day.
How would you know, bro?
What, she on drugs?
You're like, what you gonna do? Social media?
Cocaína.
Go to her job. Put her number in Google, see if it works. Alright, just enough of you. Did you think, Mel? Did you figure it out yet?
The worst thing a girl has ever done to me was
Pull it in.
my ex. I think it was like it was like high school, and if I remember correctly, I think the worst thing that's ever happened to me was I got cheated on with another girl. Like a girl, my ex went to a girl and got cheated on. I think that was like the worst pain I ever went through. I was like, damn, I ain't lose my girl to like a nigga. I lost my girl to the pussy. So I was just like, shit. And the fucked up part is, I was cool with both of them. And I was just like, oh, so this is the type of games we play. Which was just like, all right. That at that point, that's when the whole me just came out. I was like, oh, hey, fuck it, everybody's feelings. At that point.
Mm.
After that, I started holding it. I was just slanging the day, going from one to the next.
That was your origin story.
Slanging and banging.
Oh, my origin story. Oh, that's not the origin story. It's like the sequel to the origin story, but no, not the actual origin.
Hey, what about you, Lamar? What was the worst thing a girl you liked or dated done to you?
Say you couldn't have food no more.
See, we
pretty
just got out of the
with
game,
women.
Lamar. So now you're codependent. Go ahead.
What did you
Like I said, I've had,
Lamar's just solo queuing now.
for the most part, I've had good experiences
probably
with women. Nothing crazy.
Really?
Okay.
Really?
Is it something
You never had a girl break your ankle?
Just wait for.
No.
You never had a woman
Break
slice
a
you?
lot more than your ankle later on.
Never had a girl break your cars? Nothing?
Slice you?
Slice your tires?
No.
No, I'm not even.
Key your car?
No.
She never key your locker?
No.
She never wrote threatening letters to you?
Oh, no.
You never got
No.
you never got paragraphs. You never got paragraphs that never made sense, and then finally like concluded towards the end of the 5th paragraph.
Yes, no.
You never got
so.
those.
Hold on. Wait. Repeat that.
You never got like paragraphs. Anything?
I mean, the worst that's happened, I guess, is that I've been cockblocked by a female. Sounds crazy.
No, it doesn't.
Yeah, that's I
Elaborate.
think. So this was freshman
believe it.
year. I was taking this girl out to the movies, and then
You
we
take
were
females to
slowly-
movies?
Okay.
Yeah, that's never a good idea for a first date, by the way. But yeah.
Ever-
So I took her to
ever
the
heard that?
movies, and then this other chick that I had known was there too, and then I don't know why she decided to fix herself in between us, and it was just mad awkward because she was like trying to cut me off from talking to the other one.
Hey, yo.
She wanted you, bro.
That's retarded.
She wants you to be
For
lonely.
real.
No, because I know her. She belongs to the streets.
Hey, yo.
Alright.
Hey, yo.
So how'd you meet that other young lady?
Huh.
Don't mute your mic now, Lamar.
All right, and your turn.
Lamar, you're muted. Oh, he knows. Talking.
Oh, that's good.
It is your turn, young warrior.
I got shit in my mouth a lot.
Mhm.
What'd you say?
You get shit out of it now. What?
You got what in your
Hold
mouth?
on. You heard me.
Oh, my man Dante out with the Dom Patron.
You mean Don Julio?
I said the Don and the Patron. This man always got 2 bottles.
I'm done.
What's with everybody with water? Like everybody got water now?
No,
Yep.
I got his tea.
Of course, Lamar just had water in his hand out of nowhere.
Well, I had like 3 cups of coffee today. I need something different.
But back to you, Ant. Are you done dying?
He's like, what a coincidence.
You done lagging?
Yeah, I think. What was it? The worst? The worst thing that ever happened to me with a girl? What was it?
Liked or
Junior
dated?
year? It was junior year.
Mhm.
Sadly dated.
Okay.
Yeah, so at the end of the year, she ended up moving to Florida. But we were still like a thing. Because I thought you... Yeah.
I remember.
Like, I was expecting her to end up... Yeah. I expected her.
Gotcha.
Yo, my man lagging out here.
What happened was...
What?
Oh, let me...
You lagging? What?
Hold on.
Can't fans the Suns? What?
Chill. Give him a second.
Hold on, I'm shutting this damn PlayStation off.
What?
He's turning on PlayStation.
But no. Oh my god.
What?
Yeah, so she ended up... Yo, I'm gonna slap the shit out you.
What?
No, she ended up cheating on me with her cousin, ironically.
What?
Hey, yo! Hey, yo!
Yeah.
Okay.
Bro, thank God we have like.
She said she wanted to reenact this porn scene. What?
Cool flex, bro.
She said, "What are you doing, step bro?" Like.
Wait,
What?
how'd you
Step
find
bro, I'm
out?
stuck.
though?
Well, I found out
She
because
probably got stuck.
Yeah. No.
What?
She was like, she was posting
What?
it on her
Yo,
Snapchat.
shut up.
And everywhere she was going, she was with this one kid. And y'all hear something?
One kid? What?
She just kept
Yeah, here's something.
posting them everywhere. And then I was like, yo, who is that? And she was like, no one. And then the dude took the phone from her and started texting me and talking to me saying, oh, I'm like, wait a second, but aren't y'all cousins? Aren't y'all related? And he was like, yeah, but anyways, I was like, oh, all right, you can have
What?
Hey yo,
Hey,
that's
yo.
it's all
That's fucking
all
wild.
you dude. I'm out of here.
Yo.
And
That's
so at that
weird.
point, I was like, yo,
Cousin.
Can't trust these hoes.
yeah. I
What?
was like, that's good I got out of that shit.
Cousin.
She
damn,
want-
that's
She wants to keep it in the
Steve
family.
Austin.
What?
What'd you learn from that?
Hey, gotta keep it in the family, man. That's the thing nowadays.
We ain't in Alabama.
Sad.
Bro.
Yeah, that's that.
Okay.
That's weird.
Yeah, it is.
That's a doozy. That's a doozy.
I mean, this ain't the first time I ever heard this, but yeah.
Doozy. It's a doozy right there. Oh man.
What?
All right. Leo.
Wait, is everyone else
What?
already gone?
I didn't
What?
go yet, so I'll go last.
I'm gonna go last.
Yo,
Everyone else
Stone
already
Cold
gone.
over here. What?
Yo.
What?
All right.
You wanna go last? What? You gonna go first right now? What?
Nah, last.
Mikey, you shut up. What? Leo, proceed. What? With the wolves in the background. What? Jason, too close to the cameras. Stay back.
What? Not even that close.
Lamar, 6 feet. 6 feet, homie.
So, I know, I got, okay, well, I say it's funny. It's far from funny, but the ending gets funny.
What?
Shut up, Mel. Alright, so, better move
Oh
you
my
into the
God.
other chat. Fuck. Right, so, this is when I was 12. So, I
What?
wouldn't say this is the one that hurt me the most. Again, this episode, I'm gonna make it a personal goal to not talk about my 2 most recent exes well, for one of them, out of respect. For the other one, because I'd rather not talk about it. But I'm gonna go with some
I
older
thought you were gonna
stories
say a
that you
number.
guys said. Nah. I'm going with some older exes and some older stories that you guys actually don't know, a lot of them. So when I was 12, this is when I was in Portugal. When I moved, so when I was a kid, I was here. Then I moved to Portugal for about a year. Then I moved to England for about 6 months, and then I moved back here. So when I was in Portugal, I had a friend I was playing with in the UK, and one day I message him. It's late at night. It's like 1, 2 in the morning, whatever. Asking him to play, and for whatever reason, he's not playing. It's actually his sister that's on PSN. For the record, it wasn't his sister. It was him. But well, it was both of them. But we'll get that later.
Oh.
So, me
You're
and
nasty.
her are talking and stuff, right? And I'm single at this time. You know, there was a girl I was talking
Single?
to and stuff, but we weren't. You know, because right. So, I had never done long distance before, and me and this girl, like, we spoke about it, but we weren't really fucking with long distance. And again, I'm 12 at this time, so.
You 12,
anyway,
nigga?
Shut up. So me and her talking, and like my friend's sister, and somehow in the span of like 3 days, we went from not knowing each other to dating. I don't fucking know. She talked 12-year-old me into it. I was gullible. Worth noting, this point of being 12, this is before a lot of like my issues kicked in. I was very fucking gullible at the age of 12. So, and this is actually what kicked off a lot of my issues. So we're talking and stuff, and it's kind of
You're
blurred.
gullible?
It's kind of blurred how quick this all happens. So I'm a preface this now by saying none of these events actually happened, but I believed they did. But the next week gets really blurry. So I'm gonna gloss over it because I don't know exactly what day these all happened on. But it went from she went to the park with her friend, who for whatever reason, them two wanted to have a threesome with me, and I was like, I'm 12 years old, but okay, whatever. They're like 16, 15, 16.
My guy.
Yeah.
Who gives a shit?
Like I said, this is all a lie. This is all a lie.
Nice.
This is. I will tell you their reasoning for this at the end, but this is all a lie. So it happens with a day when they're going to the park and they're playing spin the bottle with friends. Somehow it becomes sexual. Somehow her and her friend get raped. Okay. They go back.
What was this story?
Right? They go back home after this.
Oh, this is so dumb.
So my friend's sister, her friend who apparently also got raped, is texting me while the sister is in the bathroom. Right? Find out, apparently the sister was in the bathroom so long because she was self-harming and taking medication to try and kill herself. Ends up like injuring herself as she falls. Ends up in hospital and gets like some memory loss because she's injured herself, right? It gets crazier. So, right? So, she's in hospital. Doesn't remember much about being raped. Literally remembers fucking nothing about me, and I'm just texting the friend like that whole night trying to make sure she's alright, what's going on with her, blah blah blah. Bro, when I tell you that they were actually just sitting at home that entire week.
Fuck, nigga?
Yeah. So, all that shit went down, and when I found out a couple days later that was all bullshit, there was no rape, there was no self-harm, there was no drugs, no hospital, no nothing. None of that shit happened. And I remember 12-year-old me was like fucking demolished at this point. I had lost all fucking hope in life, right? And I asked them like why they did this. Literally, I was in the line of fire. Like, they were just trying to mess around, fuck around with someone, and because I messaged him that night that they had that idea, I just happened to be the prime target. Because I messaged him at a time when they were looking for someone to fuck with. And I ended up being the one they fucked with. And here's the icing on the cake. I didn't fuck with him, or his sister obviously, for a long ass time. Fast forward about a year or so, and I'm talking to like some other people that were in that friend group, and I'm asking like, you know, what's he doing these days, blah blah blah. Apparently, sometime after that event, they were having a house party or something. It got really drunk. Apparently, he fucked his sister, and I'm just like, I am so glad I was not a part of this situation.
Well, we're all keeping it in the family.
Bro, I was not going to talk about this until he mentioned the cousin. And I was like, yo, let me tell this story. So yeah, they thought they'd fuck with a 12-year-old, saying all that shit over the span about a week or whatever. And then it turns out they're so fucked up, not only are they trying to ruin a 12-year-old's life, but yeah, they're also fucking their younger brothers too. And they sent me, okay, so again, being the age of 12, I'd only been watching porn for like 2-3 years at this point, and I was still very unaware of a lot of things, right? And this is important. So, her and her friend had sent me not nudes, but just like very skinful pictures, right?
Oh.
Skinful.
All I'm saying is, around the age of like 15, 16
Scandalous.
or whatever, I started seeing these pictures on like ads and stuff, and I was like, yeah, of course it wasn't. It was. I actually to this day have no idea what either of them looked like. But those two pictures, I remember seeing them just like, these are taken with the same phone in the same bathroom, probably all at the same time, and you're trying to tell me you've been taking these over like a while now. And yeah, and apparently they like knew a guy who put these kind of pictures on a website, which is why he allowed them to post them even though they were technically under 18. I don't fucking know. I'm pretty sure that was all a lie too. I don't fucking know. But bro, I'm telling you, they meticulously made up this bullshit and found the first person to spring it on, and that happened to be me. And I don't know how you come up with some shit like that. From spin the bottle rape
What the
to
hell?
self-harm hospital, nudes underage on a website, to fucking your younger brother. I don't know.
See,
But
I would ask you what you learned.
Wow, this
But
but
clearly I learned
podcast.
nothing, because I
don't think you
I
learned
learned
a thing.
nothing. I kept dating hoes. I kept getting into long distance relationships. I kept caring about people, thinking they cared about me when they don't. I didn't learn shit.
Let it all out, bud.
I'm just laughing about it, bro.
Calm down,
You
niggas.
said I
Calm
learned
down.
nothing.
Relax.
You
Relax.
learned
Absolutely
so-
nothing.
You're something else.
Yeah, bro, listen.
Bro,
You-
relax.
wow, this you know,
relax.
listen. You know, in the Bible when they talk about Adam and Eve being the first sin, in my life that was like the first failed relationship. Like, that was like
That's
the-
really setting the bar up there.
Yeah, that was the mistake that made a future of mistakes. So that's like what? So I just turned 21 today. So that's about 9 years ago now. About 8.5 to 9 years ago now that was. And it's like, here's the thing. Whenever I talk about mental health, I attribute a lot of it to the trauma that I actually fucking dealt with at that point, because it's like that mixed with like being homesick and a bunch of other stuff going on at the time is when I went from like this fairly happy child to I just want to see the world burn. And I've been like that for like the last fucking 8.5, 9 years now, and I blame that for a lot of it. But yeah, that was quite the fucking roller coaster.
All right.
I wanted to go last.
Well, if there's anything to blame, I think that's a good target.
I'm the last. Okay, so since I'm the last one, a lot of shit happened. So let's go in chronological order. All right. So let's say.
You know, I just want to say, me and Leo really, we really tag teamed those last two.
Yo.
Yo. Wow. I'm gonna go in order.
Jeez.
I'm gonna go in order. All
Yo,
right. So
white
we're gonna
boys gotta
say.
stay together.
All right. So we're gonna say fourth grade. Fourth grade. I was simping. All right. So I
Simping
really
in
like
fourth
you.
grade.
Simp.
Yes,
Simping.
I be
yes,
simping.
yes, I was. I really like this girl. I remember her name, but I'm not gonna name drop. But I remember you.
It's like, you
I
watch this,
would name
I remember
drop.
you, bitch.
Why is everyone scared to name drop? Actually, you know what? You're right.
Bro,
They don't
bro,
deserve the
bro.
name drop. They don't deserve
No,
it.
I normally
Bro,
don't
bro.
name drop out of respect for them, but
Bro,
it depends.
bro. I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna do that. I'm respectful. Not gonna do that. So yes, basically in fourth grade, I liked this girl very much, and she knew that I liked her, right? So basically, I was thinking of a moment of like, okay, when can I go ask her out or tell her I like her? So I waited to gym class. I was like so excited. So she was alone, so I went to go approach her. I told her I liked her, and then she looked at me, and then she ran away. She ran away.
You told us about this. Yeah, you told us about this, bro.
And she just
Yeah.
ran. She didn't look back. She just ran. And I was just like, you could just said you don't like me back. It's just like shit, it just broke my spirit. Cause I'm just like, I'm that ugly, huh? I'm just dead. Like she made me feel like
It's like,
I'm
damn,
less
I
than
didn't
a
mean to ruin your fucking week. Like,
bro, she ruined my whole like self-esteem. Like this shit just went. Okay.
She was like,
ew.
By the way,
Basically, like,
she's so Mikey. She's just like, oh nah, nigga, I'm running that way.
yeah, bro. I was like, damn. All right, let me see. I would
Like-
say 7th grade, basically, I was dating this
there's more.
girl. Yeah, I guess I'm going to order. 7th grade, I was dating this girl. This
Order?
time I used to kiss. Yes, I was dating this
How many
girl.
are there?
Not that much. It's not that much. It's not that much. It's not that much.
Can you count it on one hand?
Yeah, I think. Yes.
All right, well,
think-
I'm counting on one hand, so we're on number 2.
Yes. So I think it was 6th or 7th. Yeah, I dated her in 6th grade, but we broke up in 7th grade. So yes, I used to consider her my first love. Whatever. So basically, throughout that whole relationship, it was just she was very clingy. She would call and nag and do this other stuff, and I used to just waste all my time with her every single day. We was in the same class, went to her house every single day. I didn't get home till like 8 or 9. I was with her every single day. And in 2 days, I didn't answer her call. She sent me a text, and then she broke up with me. And I was just like, I was just like, what the fuck? I was like, what the fuck, bro? Because it's like, I dedicated all my time, and all I was doing those 2 days was downloading, I think it was First Strike or whatever on Black Ops. And I just fell asleep. I just fell asleep. All I did, bro.
For that one, you can't blame me for that.
I'm not blaming you for that one. I'm just saying, like, I remember us getting that map pack. I remember, and I was trying to stay up all night to do it, but I fell asleep. And she called at the same time, but whatever. So the next 2 days, she just said, yeah, she just basically just said, fuck me, and like I didn't do shit. So I just, like, she just, like, I felt like I wasted my whole time for her to just end that shit in 2 seconds. Like it was nothing. She just brushed it off. Like that shit was nothing. So I just wasted so much time. And I was like I said, it just brought myself even more down. Like, bro, like, what do I gotta do?
Don't brush your shoulders off.
Like, like, bro, like, what the fuck I gotta do, bro? It's funny because after that, a lot of people started to take my side, and they were just like, they were bullying the fuck out of her. I don't know why, but they were just taking my side and shit. You know, like the only. I was like, the only good
Like,
thing
you gonna break up my boy?
The
over
mob
a game?
effect.
Yeah. But
Over
what
now
I
it's
did-
spawning for 2 days?
Oh, yeah, I was so furious. So what I did to get back at her was to, date her best friend, or was her best friend at that time. So yeah,
Boom.
and then that best friend, that relationship,
Oh.
it wasn't good either. Like, it was alright, but it's just, we just had too many differences and downsides to it. But like, I try to treat that girl with like much respect and everything I can. Like, I try to put my effort into that relationship. Like I said, I was saying, put my effort in that relationship, and then on Valentine's Day, I remember I got her this card and a big ass card, because I like to go big or go
I
home.
said,
I
fuck
got
you.
this big ass card in chocolate, right? And I found out the next day that she wanted to break up with me, but she didn't want to. As soon as she seen that, she changed her mind. So she waited. So she waited a whole month.
Oh.
Which next month was my birthday. So she waited a whole month, and basically on my birthday that morning, she sent me a whole fucking essay explaining like why we can't be together, how long she's been holding it, when she wanted to break up with me, this and that, and then just had the audacity to say some shit at the end.
Was that the same
like, oh,
birthday
I
that
hope-
you sent all your friends home?
Yes.
Expecting a spice pack.
Yeah, is
that the
it's one from
same
other
girl?
day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it was a different one.
By the way,
It
happy
was
birthday.
the first love. it was the first love zone best friend for that one.
That's crazy.
Yeah, and then she just basically just sent me a whole essay, everything. And I was just like, what the fuck, bro? You could have
Sent
waited
you
till
a
the
whole
day after.
essay.
She couldn't wait the day. I even said it like, you couldn't wait
Could
the day
wait
after.
day after.
She's like, no. I had to get it out today. So you had to get it out 8 o'clock in the morning on my birthday.
On my birthday.
like come on, son. It's like, what do I do to
She broke up
deserve
with you on
this?
your birthday.
What do I deserve this? And the fact that she accepted the gifts on Valentine's Day. If you was gonna
She
bring
said
on
happy
Valentine's Day, she just broke. You should what? I don't remember if she said happy birthday. I don't even remember. If she did, that's fucked up even more.
Happy
How you gonna
birthday,
start
also
off-
goodbye.
How you gonna start happy birthday, but
Happy birthday.
Dude.
I'm afraid we can't be
In a
together.
tub of ice cream, yo.
yes. And then after that, there's this other girl that I was feeling. Then yeah, I think it was the 8th grade, the same year too. Same year. That same girl broke with me that I was trying to pursue another
Yeah.
one.
Numero 3.
Yeah, trying to pursue another one. And I remember I liked her so much. I think she heard. And then we used to chill all the time and stuff like that. And I remember my dumb ass, this is why I never give women money ever again. My dumb ass gave her $5 thinking that, oh, maybe she'll like me more. And this bitch dubbed me at the end of the year. It's like, nah. She literally just dumped me
Be
at the end of
balling,
the year.
baby. Be
Bro,
balling.
you think $5 is enough for these bitches? Come on, man.
Bro, like she needed a sandwich, so I covered the sandwich, bro. Like I was being everything.
Not a
Gentleman, I was just all
They
problems,
pay
all
for
that
her
shit.
meals.
Not all the time, but sometimes. Not all the time though. And I was just like, and after that, when she just said like, nah, nah, I was just like,
Thanks for the food
you know
though.
what? I just
Nah.
wanted. I was like, I would just think to myself like, bro, how much time am I keep going through this bullshit? Like these females is really different. Like what's going on here, man? Then another
Lost.
one.
Like you
This
have
is
to
the
go
fourth
at least
We're on the fourth one, man. We're on the fourth one now. Alright, so this one was basically when I was entering high school. Yeah, when I was entering high school, or that summer, I was dating this other girl that I met through my niece's friend. Because it turns out her friend had a sister who was my age, and then she just tried to set me up with her. So I was like, okay, I'll just take it. So we started off as, cool people. Then we became best friends. Then later on, I'll take it. Like, fuck it. Like, why not? We'll see if this works.
It's like it's an auction or something. I'm like,
Why not?
yeah, I'll
See if it
take
works.
it.
So basically, like, I think for 8 months, I put up with her bullshit too. Like, she was bipolar. She tried to be abusive. She was very like she didn't trust me. Like, it came to a point where like I gave her my passwords to everything, and she would dead be on there, just searching through shit, stupid shit, just to see if she had something on.
Stupid.
Like what are you doing? Like, why are you searching through everything? She had my Facebook passwords, all this other shit, and it was just like, bro, like, I'm not doing anything. Like, I'm not. And then, like, anytime a female would say hi or do something to me, like, she'd get OD tight and either try to fight the female or try to
That's how I
disrespect the
know.
female on her face.
If females do that, they know that one, they can lose you, and two, they're not confident enough of keeping you. I was like, you want to talk all that
See,
shit on
with
social
me,
media? I can keep it, man.
Not the ex I was long distance with, my ex that was here. She had my passwords to everything, but the difference is she, at least to my knowledge, she was almost never on any of my accounts unless she had a reason to be. You know what I mean? So it's like if she thought I was cheating or something, then yeah, she'd be on my accounts. But it's like she had them and like she'd go like months not even logging into my Facebook or nothing.
No, bro. Like, literally, I could be on there and you can see two locations, CT, then New York. You'll see the two look. That's how obvious it was, bro. Chase it, bro. Do you remember when we was in a group chats with the other two? I'm not saying their names. The other two girls.
Oh yeah.
Remember we had that?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You remember how the stickers will pop up randomly? Remember those days? Well, those not me. You can literally, when you see the sticker, you can see seen and it says New York, bro. And that's how I know that, okay, she's on my account. And it's just like, bro, like, what are you doing? I'm chilling with friends. Like, why are you trying to monitor the conversation?
Bro,
Like, what is going on?
being in a group chat with two females is two females too many. Like, that's not okay.
Like, and then I remember she cut off a childhood best friend because of me too. It was crazy. Because the childhood best friend, we still cool to this day. That's the funny part. We never did anything. Never did anything. We just cool like that. But it's just like after that, and then she had the audacity to just cut me off. Like probably the second month into my freshman year, she just cut me off. She cut me off for like 2 to 3 months. And then she let me back in and she said, yeah, I'll keep you the acquaintance. Basically.
That's what you
I
want.
was just like, basically.
Yo.
I was like, okay. And after that, let's see. Okay. So I dated this other girl, right? It's like, it wasn't like bad, but it hurt me because like the fact that I knew her for so long and that like we was cool like that. And then, like, I did like her for a very long time. And we finally got together. So, I understand, like, things happen and there's nothing you can do, like, to control it. So, like, to just sum it short, basically what happened was she moved and then she knew she wasn't coming back. So, I was like, okay, whatever. So we had to break it up. And after that, she was just like, okay, we could be friends or whatever. So, after, like, probably a month in or whatever, we could be friends. And after that, she just told me straight up, like, well, I'm gonna stop fucking with you, this and that, like, we need to be separated, this and that, and just basically just cut me off for like 2 years. or a year, I think. Either a year or 2 years. Let's see. January. No. Junior year, 2 years. Senior year. That's when we started talking again. So she come up for 2 years. And like it hurt me the most because like I knew her for a very long time. It was cool, all this other stuff. But she
You
cut
took
me
it
off
back after
because
2 years?
as a friend, yes.
You still
Yes.
took it back as a friend?
Yep.
You know what gets me so mad? Like,
Say
y'all
she's
ever get
not
mad at yourselves when you spend so long chasing someone and then you start dating them and you're just like, damn, why the fuck was I chasing? Like,
But yeah, but basically, cut me off
Really
for
be
like
like
2
that, bro.
years. Came back as friends and just like through those 2 years, I was just like suffering, going through even more reckless relationships. I didn't want to talk about the ones in high school. That shit was bad. That shit was so bad that like I was talking to this chick and all we talked about was sex. We didn't have normal conversations. It was just straight sex. No normal conversation. And when I was trying to have a normal conversation, she couldn't have a normal conversation, bro. And she's like, from there we saw that like,
Fuck it.
it couldn't be.
That's the best thing, man.
We just knew that like, okay, this can't work. And then from there,
You don't
I
gotta
just, like,
argue. You ain't gotta hear a nag. All you gotta do is talk about sex. That's the best.
no, bro, I'm not saying it wasn't. Like
So you
it's
prefer
cool.
doggy or
Like, bro, we can have conversations like that. Like anything about sex, it was cool. But when it came to just normal things, just about life, it's just that she was just quiet or just wasn't fucking with it.
Yeah,
I'm
we
just
all
like-
talk about life. One less girl gotta
And
talk
what
to
did you
you.
learn from all this, Mikey?
facts.
I'm not even done, bro. I'm not even done.
Gosh damn,
What
bro.
happened
That's
to
a
being
list.
able
nigga
to
ain't
count
finished
it
the
on one
clip.
hand?
I'm pretty sure it's one. Alright, bro.
Mikey, it's been an hour. We have like 17 questions to go.
Okay, fine.
Oh,
The last
my
one.
God, 17 questions. Oh, brother, we should just kept it at
Jesus
5.
Christ. Yo, after he goes on, you should just skip 6 and go straight to that last one, okay?
Oh yeah, I'm going
Everything Mikey
now.
said.
I'm going to the
Cut it.
last one right now.
What's six?
Just
Basically,
go to the climax.
alright,
Yo,
basically,
he's right,
the
hands
last-
gone.
alright, so basically, this was a chick that played me. So basically, I heard that this chick liked me on the block. I'm not saying what block it was, but it was in New York. So I was alright. I heard Shorty was feeling me. Boom. So I was alright. I'm gonna go talk to her. So one of my friends sent me her Facebook, and we was just texting the DMs and shit. So alright, cool. Turns out this girl was an ex of one of my friends, which I didn't know at the time. Like I heard, but I didn't really, I didn't know. Whatever. So basically, we were talking for like probably 2-3 weeks, and basically she just led me on, made me thinking that like, yo, it was gonna be something, gas it on my head and shit, just to get back at my friend. And my friends knew, but they didn't want to say anything because they're just like, we didn't want to like, we just didn't think that, you would believe us. Like my nigga, I've known you for like 8 to 9 years. You think I'm not gonna believe you? Like what type of bullshit is that? Like they basically just watched. But they knew, like, if you have a feeling, wouldn't you warn your bro? And it's just like, damn, bro. So I literally went to that chick house, got to know her parents and everything, just for her to be like, I lose interest pretty fast, so I'm gonna stop fucking with you. I'm just like, no. I was like, this hoe. Damn.
You know, man, at this point,
What a whore.
I'm not even like, that's your fault. Stop doing this, man.
Yeah.
No?
Before the next question, I have some interesting
Like-
news that's just popped up.
The same shit I say to Leo, man. He does it to himself sometimes.
Oh, yeah. But the thing is, I accept it and I know. I know. I never said I didn't. I know exactly what's going on.
So,
But I was just believing this fucking fairy tale. That's what I learned. Not to believe fucking
What was
fairy
this
tales.
this news?
this was like 28 hours ago. So this is like super early this morning, basically. But it turns out Trump and Melania Trump have both tested positive for COVID.
Oh, you bro.
Yeah.
We know
Seen
that.
that shit.
Yeah.
Jerry put it on Instagram, like the tweet of it, and then right after that is like a video of when he was like basically judging people for wearing masks, saying like this one dude always wears a mask even if you're on the other side of the room to him, like taking the piss and stuff, and it's like, well, here you are. Maybe if you wore a mask, wouldn't have COVID.
True.
What an idiot.
I learned not to believe fairy tales. Next question.
Yeah, man.
What's the next question?
What is the worst thing a friend done to you? I'll go first. These niggas, basically, when I was playing ball, one of them took my shit and they act like he did.
That's our ball, ain't it?
Yep. So my wallet and my phone was missing. And then when I asked him, like, yo, you got it? They was like, nah, we don't know who got it. But I just find it funny how,
That's
like,
not your ball.
one of your mans was just sitting next to my jacket, and then all of a sudden, y'all just walk out as a group. Like, when we about to get finished done. Niggas walked on our block.
They pulled the guitar out.
So basically, the
Just
next day, the
entertaining
nigga texted me
myself.
just like, I figured out who had your wallet, but I don't know where your phone at though. Awesome. So you know who has my wallet, but you don't know where my phone is. And then you want me to meet you back at the same location where it was stolen. Yeah, I'm not fucking with the G. I'm not. That shit don't even sound right. You want me to go back to that location? Like, what do y'all niggas planning to do?
Take the rest of the shit.
Like, bro, basically, I just start fucking with them. I start texting them. I blocked them on everything. Every time we see each other, it was just grilling at each other, bro. It was like 5 of them niggas just grilling them. And one of them I grew up with, just like in 4th grade and shit. And it just hurt me the most because it's just like, come on, bro. You were right there. You didn't want to say nothing. You don't want to say, oh, bro, I don't think it's right. You just went along with it. It's like, oh, I don't know, bro. It was just crazy, but that was the craziest thing that happened. Who next?
Okay.
I gotta think.
Friends. Like, I'm like, I don't know, man. I've gotten to a point where I'm just really good at avoiding shit. So it's just like, I don't get involved in a lot of things.
Mm-hmm.
It's like the worst thing
Yeah,
maybe is
pretty
like
much.
really early on, I guess. Probably getting in a fight with one of your friends, I guess. I don't know. Like, maybe you think they were your friend, but then it's like, yeah, that's probably like the worst thing, I guess. It wasn't anything deep. Maybe I lost my
doesn't have
phone.
to
I don't
be
even
deep.
know. I don't know. I think I might have been robbed or lost my phone. I don't even know what the fuck it was. Yeah, before
Be
been
like
gone. I don't even know. Probably like it though.
Sure.
It's like, I don't know, once you see certain things, it's like you're just like, alright, cool, it's fine. I'm gonna chill over here. You do your thing.
Yeah. I don't know, sometimes you just think shit normal. But it depends on your environment and how fucking where you are. Because there's some people out here just oblivious. Niggas don't really figure out, some niggas don't figure out life or ever experienced it until they 25. And it's sad. Like, imagine being 25 and you just experienced the heartbreak or what it is to earn your own money and shit, or what people can actually do to you. Like, imagine that. Imagine experiencing that at 25.
No, I see that shit all the
But
time.
I feel
Man.
like
People,
everyone grows at their own pace, though.
no, but some things are like, it should be common sense though. Like,
It's like, do you really want to know that at 30?
Yeah,
Like,
that's
you really-
true, too.
Like, I get it. People move their own time. But there is like a
no,
point in your life
there's
where
like
it's
certain
like,
things that you can hold off on when like you don't need it. It doesn't affect you in any way. So it's something you can do. But then there's like obvious things, just like how people operate, like understanding like motives and like how people like move. Like, I feel like that should just be something that everyone should know. I should just like pay attention to what the fuck's going on. It's just one of those things.
Does anyone else have a memory or something to answer this question? Or y'all just never had this experience because I just avoided it?
I don't know. I feel like I blocked out a lot of the shit that happened in the past. Living it, like I want that to be the past and not dwell on it now. You know what I mean?
But
I feel like that's what happens to me now. Like, it's hard to talk about it. Oh, it's not hard to talk about it because it's like, ooh, that's a very bitter situation. But it's hard to talk about it because it's like, it's so far back in my memories where it's like, I don't even give a shit about it.
Alright.
It's weird.
It'd be like that for some people. I don't know. For me, it's like when I learn from it, it's the most I can be more like confident to talk about it because I already learned from it. So it's like it doesn't bother me. I can just say it openly and not give a fuck. So I don't know. But I get that some people just block the shit out or do whatever. Hey man, if it helps you, it helps you. Everybody work differently.
I don't know. I mean, it's not that I block it out. I don't know.
No, I remember all my like everything. It's just like it doesn't really affect me all that much. So it's just like, and if it does, it's like I'll deal with it.
What about you, Mel?
I think the one time friend had like, what was the question again?
Yeah, what's the worst thing a friend done to you?
Shit. I think the worst thing my friend ever done to me. Alright, so it was around like high school, and this is like I think either freshman year or sophomore year. But around that time, we was cool, but this is where it got fucked up. So for some reason, they just decided to put the blame on me for their breakup.
Oh.
So my boy and then his girl, that was cool, both of them, decided to like, put the blame on me. Like I was their scapegoat. And I was just like, wait a minute. How did I become the cause of this? I never knew
it's
how. I still blame him. But I just never knew how or what the reason was. I knew why they broke up. I just never knew how did I get into this. So fast forward a couple months like later, like this is like halfway into the year, sophomore year. I don't know correctly. Me and his ex started talking. So she explained why, and they're just like, they just wanted to put the blame on you. I didn't agree to it. So I was just like, hold on, you took this long to actually say something to me? And I was just like, you realize I've hated you both for like a good couple years. Like I said a lot of bad shit. Like I wish like both of y'all died in a car accident. Like that's like for me to get to that point,
damn.
They're really chicken.
So she was just like, I understand where you're coming from. I was like, no, you don't. Right now I could just take your head and just want to just throw it into like the locker. That's how
I 100% agree with you.
What? So losing one. So at that point, I realized I was just like, I can't fuck with you. Definitely can't fuck with you. What made it worse was that when you graduate after high school, all of a sudden they see me as what I'm doing as my career. Now they want to talk, and it's just like, nah, I'm good. I don't want to be with you. I like. That's kind of like the most disrespectful, most worst thing I ever went through. As like, a friend betraying me and putting the blame on me for your reason to break up. And what the funny thing is? Everybody believed it, and they didn't even question it. They just looked at me like, all right, I was the cause of it. But then, all those people tried talking to me, but it's just like, I just didn't want to be around them anymore. So throughout sophomore, junior year, and senior year, it was just like, all right, fuck y'all.
Sounds like high school. Some dumb shit.
For real. What about you, Will? What's the worst thing a friend done to you?
Shall we talk about the one person that's your best friend?
I've never really been fucked over by a friend that badly, like, surprisingly.
We should talk about your best friend.
Alright, cool. Next question. What's the worst thing a family member
why are we
done
on the
to
next question?
What do you mean?
Baby.
What, did I miss somebody?
Yes, me.
Oh, you said you didn't, but you just said you didn't have a moment.
Well, I was thinking.
That's what I said. We're going to figure out your best friend.
I was starting my monologue. I was starting my training arc.
It's a monologue. Bro, you cannot start off some shit like that. I'm thinking that you don't have an answer.
Well, I'm thinking of my answer.
You had this whole time to think.
Yeah, you're right. I already have an answer. I'm just being a dickhead. No, I think the only like bad thing I could think of that a friend's really done to me is like I was dating this girl and my friend, because he liked her, was like telling me that apparently she was cheating on me and like trying to make up all these times like, oh, remember when she said she was doing this, she was really doing that, blah blah blah. And she wasn't. I found out later on she wasn't, but because I took my best friend over the girl I was dating, I believed him and I ended up breaking up with her over it and not even talking to her about it. I just broke up with her because I was like, oh, no way he's lying. She wasn't cheating on me. And it's funny because they never even ended up dating in the end because she didn't even fuck with him. And that's like part of why he was making up that bullshit because she didn't fuck with him, but she fucked with me. Obviously, we wouldn't be dating. So yeah, that's probably like the worst thing I can think of that a friend has done to me. Like, fucked up my relationship because he was salty, even though he's my best friend and support me in that relationship. But there you go.
That was the case. But, yeah.
All right, next question.
What is the worst thing a family member done to you? And you don't have to go into detail if it's really that bad. You don't want to explain it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just putting it as a full disclaimer. Just saying, you don't have to go that deep if you don't want to.
I'll go first just because mine's short as hell anyway. Probably the worst thing a family member has done to me is just my dad leaving. That's probably the worst thing.
I'm a tag on that one too.
Cause like the thing you need to remember with my family is that it's basically me, my mum, and that's it. Even though you've got like my auntie and my cousins and all that stuff, they haven't really done anything that shitty. So it's like when you talk about what has my family done, you're narrowing it down to about 5 people maybe. You're not talking about a family like my grandparents and all my actual like cousins and aunties and uncles and stuff aren't in my life because they're all in Portugal. So it's like they couldn't fuck me over if they wanted to because some of them don't even know I exist in the family tree. So that's probably like outside of my dad leaving, I haven't been around enough of my family for any of them to do anything really.
Yeah,
So
my dad already left when I was born, so I can't say like I was there when he walked out.
Mine was gone, but mine was there before I was born. He was gone before. He was gone when my mom was still pregnant with me. So
mine left too, but I guess I just didn't care.
Okay.
Oh, guess what? Because you got 2 parents. So
Lamar's like, damn, look at y'all with 1 parent.
I was like,
can I leave?
Lamar's like, am I the only one with 2 parents?
I was living a high life compared to y'all. Jesus.
Yeah.
no.
Yeah.
Wait, Lamar,
You're not the only, no, you're not the only one.
Yeah. Serious
not the only
question,
one, bro.
real quick. Lamar, are you the only one here who grew up with both parents?
No.
No.
Bro,
Oh, Mel did as well.
Mel still
Bro, you hear his father's mom in the background all the time. What the hell?
I don't hear them. I
Who-
don't hear them.
his father, at least.
But my one
He's
thing
always
is brothers.
monologuing and talking about random shit.
Oh yeah, sure. Okay, so 2 people then. 2 people.
I'm dead. All these butts niggas even know his both parents.
I don't pay attention. Bro, I hear 1 parent, I assume that's it. I didn't know 2 parents was a thing people could have.
Yeah. It's
Dude,
supposed to be
saying, I
common,
don't
but
even
it's
know
not.
half of my family.
I don't know. I'm just not a huge family-oriented guy.
Yeah, me either. Like, yeah, I've been around them. Yeah, but they ain't like.
I mean,
You know
you
what
can
I'm
hear
saying?
the man right now.
Not like some of them are fine. Like I'm not saying they're all terrible. Like that just not happening.
No.
They're not
Come to
They
me and
started off
Jason's
like that.
family, and you'll see.
You know, like I've definitely seen a couple of them
think
do
they do.
some
I don't think they do.
really terrible things. Not to me
I
personally,
don't think
but
you want to
just,
see a family.
But yeah, like
I can relate to that too. They've done things to other people in the family, not really to me.
yeah,
Like,
it's
I
like
always,
I've seen
I always
that,
feel like
and I'm just
outcast
like,
regardless.
I'm just like, if you can do that to them, like yeah, I'm no exception. So yeah, I'm good.
I just don't
100% not really.
associate myself with all.
I don't know. I would say the only worst thing I can say personally, I would say it would only be my sister because she had control over me. But that's as far as I would go with that, though.
Mhm.
That's probably the only family member I would say that, like, over the years, it took me forever to just, like, forgive her and not have hatred. Because I would say that's the only family member, really, who done something to me from, like, when I was probably even 6 to remember stuff to all the way to, like, probably 16, 17. Whenever she decided to move out. So, yeah. So she had control for a very long time. But other than that, yeah, that's probably the only family member that I can remember who done something to me. But my family's just, all over the place, so it depends. What about you, Chase? Do you have a family member that done something to you?
Oh, of course.
Of course.
I
mean, no,
He's like, what's that supposed to mean?
Is that even a question, bro?
Yeah.
Like, come on.
His one person ruined my life too.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but,
thank you, guys.
man, there's a lot of shit I can say about that.
Mr. Wheelchair.
He basically, his abuse basically
Mr. I'm not.
longest of time. since like I was talking about it now, but when I first met him, I didn't know he was in jail. I was like, oh shit, I have a father.
Oh, I knew.
Oh,
I knew. Yeah.
And
Yeah,
then I
father.
saw
That
why
he winds up staying there where I used to be at. I'm like, oh,
yeah, that
could
man
take this man back. You didn't even see your father. He was in my place.
I know, I didn't know that.
I was like, oh, great.
Call you on your bluff.
Now we got another family member to feed.
Yeah.
It
It
was
be like
like,
that though. It be like that though. It's like, damn.
I
you got
was like,
nothing
yo,
else to
just take this man back to your place. I was like,
He
don't
never
bring
was
this
with
man
us. He was never with us.
Yeah, he was with my family.
He was just
Ain't that some
abusive
shit?
towards my family and shit. A lot of people. Yeah.
Oh, really?
He was abusive so it's both of us, both of our families and shit. It was not a good time. It was still kind of.
So what I'm getting, the man in the wheelchair was a piece of shit.
I mean, he was in a wheelchair before all that, but yeah, pretty much.
Damn.
Yeah, he had legs at one point.
Oh.
Yeah.
I was happy when he lost his legs.
This is not gonna sound well at all. Not
Okay, okay, Lamar. What family member you did do? I even remember. What's the
I
worst
haven't
thing
had any
member
family
done to you?
They haven't done anything bad to me, but I've seen them do
Good.
some horrible things to each other.
Okay, maybe like
Some
that.
things I cannot say on this
Oh, yeah.
podcast.
It's alright, bro.
Yeah.
You don't have to. Like I said, disclaimer.
Wait,
You don't
what?
have
They
to go
dropped?
deep.
They
You
what?
know,
They put like a bag over someone's head. Dropped them and told
Yeah,
Yo.
that's what they did.
Sure. Sure.
Let's go with that.
What? They just had like what? Both person's arms on the rock, and then just had them shake, and just chop the shit off. Like,
Shit.
No, keep going.
Next
What
question.
else?
Next question.
like I want to know, like, yo.
Let's just say it involves somebody's in fire.
Oh,
Wait,
what?
wait. I know that story. I know that.
I remember you talking about this story before.
That shit was crazy.
Yes.
Bro, that was crazy. That was wild. I remember.
That was crazy, bro.
Like, niggas just twisted. Like,
Hey man, you want me, Lamar? You want me your uncle?
huh?
His father? My uncle?
Yeah?
I don't think he wants to meet that man in the wheelchair.
Why do you want to meet him?
Actually, I do want to meet him. I just
Right.
want to know what's
Why?
inside.
Oh yeah.
For what?
I'd like to know what
He'll
goes
bless
inside
you more than he
people's
blesses
heads.
his own children.
All right.
He said, okay, I'm ready for it.
Looked at me with a good time. So, what about
Oh,
you?
he gonna
Nate?
give you a good time, all right?
Is there anything a family member done to you, or are you just gonna stick with the little father one?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think my family done anything wrong to me besides that.
Yeah.
You know what I would say, because my father on his side, like my biological father has other kids, and I reunited with like my little sister and my little brother, and my little sister's like 15, 16, and I just met up with her last year. But within that year, she's just grown more and more distant with me. She starts blocking me on social media and like basically pushing me away from her. And I'm like, is there something I'm doing? So it gets me thinking like, what can I do better? And I forget, like I resemble my father so much. I look like him and everyone's like, yo, you look just like your father. And I guess she's correlating me with him a lot of the time, inadvertently. So then it ends up like kind of putting a twisted image on me, how her outlook is on me. But I still love her with all my heart. But that's like one of the most heart-wrenching things, you know, for her, someone that you love so much and want to build with, to push you away. I say that is one thing.
That's pretty crazy. All right, next question.
And
Do
this
you
family, what the fuck
understand?
is that?
I'll say before you
What
even
is,
ask
this
this
what is this
question,
love you speak of?
before he starts this question, I just want to point something out. We're an hour and 25 minutes in. We're just starting question 6 of 20.
Hey, let's speed round.
Bro,
How
Bro,
about we
bro,
just
bro, that's
separate
what I'm
that?
doing. These are, bro. These
This
are
is
speed
gonna
round
be like a
questions.
part 2. These
Bro.
are not speed round questions.
Speed
Bro,
run.
it's
Yeah.
a kid, bro.
What's the
It's a
worst
kid.
pain you've experienced in life, and what did you learn from it? Such a speed question. That's an easy answer. That.
Bro, you're trying to make us cry or something? Because it's not gonna work.
Bro. 6 and 7 and 8 are very fast. And
Okay,
9.
bet. Let's go. They are quick,
Okay.
actually. I'm reading them now. Alright, let's go. Some speed run questions.
Do y'all understand the power of time?
Yes.
Time.
Okay, next.
If y'all want to be like that, all right. Do you understand that energy and knowledge is everything?
Yeah, something like that. Okay, next.
You can say that.
I love this. What is one thing you wish you understood about the person who hurt you?
Okay, that's not a speed run question.
You know, I really wish they understood the time and energy and effort it took. Okay, next.
Everyone. Okay, that's Ant's answer. Alright, Chase.
I wish they understood time and emotion that you took away from me. All right?
Yeah,
The
word,
time
word.
and emotion.
Why'd you waste my time?
And my emotion.
Why are you a thought?
Yo,
Why are you such a whore?
Honestly.
Mikey, what's your answer?
Basically the same as this. Just you just wasted my energy and my time.
And you're such a
What-
whore. Yeah.
So I don't see, so I have like a statement and a question. The question is literally just why. Just like why everything, just why. Right? And the statement is like, look, you can waste my energy, I don't give a fuck. You can waste my money. Like I can get energy back, I can get money back.
Okay,
I can't get time back.
Okay.
I don't remember where I heard that from, but I remember hearing someone say it years ago, and it's so fucking true. You can get your energy back, you can make your money back, you can't get your time back. So don't
Time is the
fucking
most
waste mine.
precious resource you can
Swoozy.
have.
It was the YouTuber Swoozy. That's where I heard it from.
Time is money.
Waste my energy, waste my money, don't waste my time because I can't
I
get
don't
that
want
back.
that money part.
Absolutely.
Time is money. I was always telling niggas that, bro. Time is money. Much time you wasting is the amount of money you could be making.
Time could be whatever you make of it. It could be happiness, money, whatever you make it, that's what it's gonna be.
Alright, so next question here. Ask yourself, who is more important, you or the person you stressing about?
Me, because I ain't stressing about shit.
Obviously, it's
Me,
me.
bro.
I have learned that it's
Damn,
me.
now we sound selfish.
That's
No,
hey, that's
okay.
that's crazy. That's one of the questions too.
I know. Don't tell them that.
Don't worry about it. Hey man, at the end of the day, I need to take care of myself.
Exactly. Let niggas know.
I
Let them
love
know.
myself.
See, okay, I'm a dumb motherfucker. I should care about myself. I care about the people I'm stressing about. That's my issue.
Oh God.
I know what my answer to this question should be, but that's not what it is.
I don't know. I'm kind of
So-
backwards. I find it
you need
difficult
to-
to care about people sometimes.
I'm the opposite. If I don't care about people, I wouldn't care about anything. So.
I think it's different for everyone in their stage of life. Like, I'd say about 2 years ago, I care more about others. But right now, I care more about myself, only because you can only help others when you're in a better spot of your own. You know what I mean?
And you
You-
can, one thing I learned is you can only help people who want help. If someone doesn't want help, there's nothing you can do for them.
And guess what? You're wasting your time.
People take your help
And
for
your
granted. You just
energy
gotta
and
focus on
maybe your
yourself.
money. So you're wasting the
True.
everything.
True.
People take
you
advantage
your
of
help
you.
on
Firing on all cylinders.
Alright, let's
That's
see.
funny.
What do
That
we
was-
have
that
here?
was-
Is
the
this
next
man Mel
question,
dead? Oh,
I'm
thank
probably
God.
took a nap.
Dead. That's basically the next question is
Oh, no, he dead. Oh, no.
yeah. Basically, the next question is ask yourself why is it when you do the right thing they take advantage of it. So basically, Lamar summing it up though.
So,
Why did
before you even sent these questions to us, right? I actually had... So, like, here's the thing. If I'm taking a shower, there are 2 times I will take, and this is going somewhere. I'll either take 10 minutes, or I'll take, like, 30, 40 minutes, right? 10 minutes is when I go in the shower, I take a shower, and I get the fuck out. 30, 40 minutes is when I'm literally talking to myself for a good 30, 40 minutes about
Oh,
something.
I feel that.
Right?
Nah, I just
Because
like
like,
me
you've
and
got shower thoughts and then you've got an entire conversation. And I had an entire conversation with myself about this topic, about why people take advantage of when you do good things. And I'm not going to get into that because it's 30, 40 minutes long. But essentially, here's what you need to understand, right? And one thing you really need to understand about humans is at the core of it, no matter how wholesome someone is and no matter how selfless someone is, humans do things for themselves. End of. Even if you're a selfless person who only helps others, you're helping others because it benefits you, because it makes you, one, look better, but two, that's what satisfies you. You want to be a helpful person, so you help other people. So while it's good, it's still you're doing it for yourself at the end of the day. And here's the thing, when people take advantage of you doing good things, it's because you've done something good and they want to maximize the value out of that. When you feel used, that's a product of them doing something for themselves, and quite frankly, they don't need you to do that thing, right? So it's like, you know, maybe you're nice and like you lend a girl $50 or something, but then she decides to spend it. This is extreme, but I'm trying to make a case here, right? You do that.
Mikey gave $5.
Hey, $5. I don't know about
But let's say
$5
she
for
uses that
long.
$5.
I give you
right?
$1.
The most the chick got was $5, and I was done after $5. So
You'll get a damn nickel. I'll make it hail.
But it's like, if she spends that money on, like, I don't know, drugs or going out drinking or hell, on another dude, right?
Nice.
It's she used your happiness, but that's because she didn't need you, she needed your money, right? And this could go, before like anyone calls me sexist for this can go both way round. There's a bunch of situations this could work in, but the point is, people do things that make them happy, that satisfy them, and there's nothing wrong with that. The problem is, for one person to go up, someone somewhere needs to go down, right? It's just how balance works, unfortunately. And some people take it way too fucking far, right? But that's my view on that. Like, why do people take advantage? Because you've given them something they want, and they are doing something for themselves, but to do that, it needs to bring you down, because they don't need you, they need what you provide. That's my
totally agree, but I still think it's Chasen's fault. That's all I think it's
By the way, for those watching, we will have #BlameChase merch coming when we have merch.
Big fuck.
That is coming. We will have Mikey the Bully and Blame Chase merch.
Yes, we'll have it on t-shirts, hoodies, mugs, sweaters, jackets,
pullovers, hats, fucking keychains.
So what are we at right now? How long are we at?
We're at an hour 32 because we've been speedrunning. So.
Okay. So
looking good, boys. We're looking good.
What do you guys want to do? Do you want to stop with the last two statements, or do you want to continue the rest?
Keep going. This is good material.
Yeah, we got time. It's just that we can't be spending 20 minutes on every single question. That's all.
That's between you and
we can get through these.
The next two are statements. It was basically just me just elaborating, just like now that you understand like that, like it's hard to be self-made. That not everybody can be self-made. Like when you develop self-worth and like understand your value, you become more successful because you understand how things work. And people can't take advantage of you, and they can't take shit from you. So that's all I really want to talk about. And basically, and when you understand yourself, there's no need to be jealous of somebody. There's no need to just hate nobody either. Like you're just supposed to be in your own lane, not worry about what another man doing, not worry about what she doing. If you see someone coming up, bless, like praise up. Don't lift a nigga down. Lift niggas up. That's all I gotta say, bro. Alright. For a question, the next question we got is: do anyone ever suffer from self-esteem issues? And if you do, why do you think you do? I love myself.
Are you sure?
Okay. Why? Why do you think you do?
Because I was fat.
That's understandable.
But you were always beautiful.
Like, I just felt ugly and disgusting in sophomore year. I felt bad.
Lamar here
I was depressed.
My BBN.
Sophomore year, I was depressed. I kind of just I tried to stay away from people. But nah,
I don't think I was.
You just gotta love yourself.
Sure. What about you, Chase? Did you have self?
I wasn't.
See, like I was always like.
So you had self-esteem issues, or do you still have them?
I mean, I wasn't confident with myself. Like, I could do much.
Okay.
What about now?
What about now?
No,
Jim?
I'm
Thank
more
you, bro.
confident. I'm just lazy.
Thank you, Jim.
Yeah.
Nice.
Thank you, bro. I was trying so hard not to spaz. You beat it around the
Like, it's like, nigga, that is not what I
Bro, we have had to deal with Chasen answering the wrong questions all day today. I have had enough for 24 hours.
No, you get more.
Bro!
Great.
All right, what about you, Ed?
Oh, I love myself. You call it
You
cocky,
never-
if I call it confident, I don't give a damn. I love myself. Whether I'm going through
Alright,
ups,
so-
downs, I always love myself.
Okay, so you never suffered from self-esteem issues.
No. I always feel like I'm gonna get
Remind
through
me
what
of
I'm
this
going
dude.
through.
On a song, he
That's
said,
interesting.
"Inside my head, I'm too cocky. I think I honestly fuck me." Like, that sounds like you, bro.
Oh, shit.
Bro,
That sounds like Kanye, but
hey, yo.
It was Super Person.
I know.
It was my boy Miles, bro.
Okay. Okay.
Well, yeah, I guess I'd fuck my... No.
Hey, yo. He's like, sure, I
Mel,
fuck myself.
Mel, are you there, Mel?
So y'all tell me y'all want to fuck yourselves?
Mel,
Whoa,
are you
slow
there?
down.
Okay.
That's
Yeah,
weird.
Yeah, you know what?
Okay,
I'm gonna skip
look,
this question.
Mel,
I'm
Did you
gonna
ever
be
Next
real.
question.
Self-esteem issue?
Y'all ever use that Snapchat filter that makes you look
I
like
was
a
always a
female?
chilled person.
I'd fuck that.
No.
Hey, yo.
Next question.
Okay.
Next question. Hold up, I got you.
I didn't even answer. But all right, we can go
Answer
next
it. No,
question.
you answer it while I find the next question.
I'm looking at the next question.
But I want to
Really?
say it, Michael.
Oh, he said
Okay.
Michael.
Okay. My bad. My bad.
Michael.
Yeah, if you
I
run
didn't answer it either, goddammit.
government and shit.
Sound like an angry white mother.
My bad, Karen.
Hey,
My
yo.
bad, Karen.
Oh,
Don't you dare disrespect me like that, bro. I'll pull up on your block, heard?
easy, heard no.
Oh no. Oh no, it's Karen.
I have self-esteem issues. Always
My
have, always
leg.
will. Your turn, Mikey.
Bro, you gotta love yourself, man.
No.
So I had self-esteem issues from the age probably 8 all the way until 19. And basically, it was just a war with myself, just mentally and physically, and also socially. Like it was a time period where I just didn't know how to talk to people, and then when I learned how to talk
And
to
look
people,
at you
just-
now.
You made friends with a whole bunch of weird folks, and you're on a podcast with said people.
Man, you're gonna give someone epilepsy.
Great
Leo.
Yeah, like. And do I have self-esteem issues now? Nah, I grew up that shit. Like it took me like 2 years just locked in, focused on myself, just reading books and just working out and just just trying to put things in perspective to what I want to do. I just
Yo,
just
next
came down
time
to
we
that.
work out, you're running a mile, by the way.
I know.
Last
I know.
time you didn't want to run a mile.
I ain't
and I was
forget.
like, all right.
I ain't forget. I know.
Okay, so next
You know, he
question.
never ran a mile in his life.
Yes, I never ran a mile in my life. I never did run like that.
Oh, I
I
have.
just played
Never
ball.
made you like run a mile in school.
No.
So we
I don't
had
remember
quick like.
Did they
detour
ever do
here.
that? No, they just did pacer
We-
tests and all this.
We
They never
had
really did that.
a 14-mile run in my school, so it was like to raise charity for like the zoo we have. Because we only have one zoo.
Fucking charity. Nigga said 14 miles.
Well, here's the thing. So it's up to you what you want to do. It's called the 14-mile run, but some people jog it, some people walk it, some people sprint some of it and then walk other parts of it, which is normally what me and my friends would do.
Oh,
We'd,
yeah.
like, we'd run like a good mile, 2, maybe 3, and then we'd walk for a couple miles and then run for another few miles.
Mhm.
And it would normally start at like 7, 8 in the morning, and people would normally be done by about 2 o'clock. Unless you were running, then people would be done by like half 12 or some shit.
Jeez.
Yeah, like about 1 o'clock really. And you have to like collect stamps all the way there. It's actually fun as fuck. I miss doing it, but I don't get the opportunity anymore. But no, so that's the only reason I've ever run a mile, because I used to do that every year. So
Yeah.
Mm.
yeah.
Played ball.
That's dope.
Next question.
I just
Do you
Just
think
run them all the time.
self-worth should be taught at home or school? Not like
Home,
one
bro.
or the other, but like, do you
Perfect
think
example.
at one or at both it should be taught?
That's where they break you down at school, nigga. They ain't gonna teach you shit.
Yeah, I know that. But I mean, when I said that, I was like, don't you like? I still feel like it
That
should be taught at
from
home.
In a
It should be
perfect
taught at
world,
home.
in a perfect world, it should be established at home. In a perfect world, but we're not living in a perfect world.
See, here's my
Like,
thing, right?
realistically, you're not gonna get that like outside. Like, there's very few people that are really out here
Yeah, but
trying to like
sometimes you don't
build
even
you.
get it at
Yeah.
home either. Sometimes you
So
don't get
That's
it
what
at
I'm
home
saying.
either.
In a perfect world, we're not living in a perfect world. It should be like your family should establish that with you, your self-worth and self-respecting. But
Cause
you know,
I've seen shit go down like real bad. Like, cause
Yeah.
people don't understand that. Like, I'm like, damn, nigga, whoa, slow down.
Damn, bro, you have your fifth kid.
Shit.
Chill.
I feel like this is something you
Damn.
on your own. You just gotta experience shit to figure out your self worth and shit.
Not like that.
I don't know.
Trying to be a dad is 15.
Nah, so here's
I
my
learned
thing, right?
I learned my core values and self worth watching other people's mistakes.
I felt that.
you know what? I heard someone say, "A wise man learns from others' mistakes, not their own."
So I'm like, I feel
There's
that.
another
Bro.
quote. There's another quote from Charlamagne. There was something similar to that, though. But I don't remember it, though. I don't remember.
Like,
It was
I'm
similar. It was along those lines.
You can avoid so much shit when you just look at other people's fuck ups. You know what I'm saying?
Let me see if I can
Yeah.
find that shit.
My
Let me see if I can
thing
find
with
that shit.
like self-worth being taught in schools is like, okay, so I'll explain this, but I think it should, but I'm glad it's not. And the reason for that is school is when you're growing up. That is a great time to teach you about these kind of things. But I'm glad it's not, because people aren't qualified to talk about it. Your teachers aren't qualified enough to know how to talk to kids of that age about the future and about self-worth and taking care of themselves and understanding that they are the most important. Like, your teachers just can't teach you that. They're not there because they're all fucking psychiatrists and shit. They're there because they teach science or they teach maths or something. So is that age a great time to learn? Yes, that's when kids are just entering puberty and stuff. That's when they need to hear it the most, and they don't. And honestly, it's probably a good thing they don't, because the people they're around just aren't quite qualified to talk about that. But I wish we were in a world where they were qualified to talk about that, because I think the age that you go into like middle school and high school and stuff is the best time to teach someone that. You know, before they have a chance to really... Because for a lot of people, puberty is where it goes wrong mentally. And it would be great to get in there right before it goes wrong and teach them how to make it go right. Unfortunately,
Honestly,
teachers just
man,
aren't qualified
like,
for that.
if the parenting is like on point, like, I don't feel like you need to do all that shit.
If
I
the
mean,
parenting's
well,
on point.
I mean,
Sorry.
that's why it's like, also there's like so many variables at school and the outside of home too. Like,
Yeah,
because you
that's
could
a
have a
lot.
teacher, teach the whole thing about self-worth and all that, and then as soon as they get out the class, you got bullies and people saying, "Oh, you're a piece of shit," da da da, like making fun of kids. So it's like undoing everything that just been taught. You know what I mean?
I'm
Like,
like,
there's so many
mentally, you
variables.
just gotta be strong, bro. Like, it's, I know as a kid, like, you're not really there, but like, I don't know, if you haven't like been through a whole lot, you can experience some bullshit like throughout your life, like, it's gonna be hard. Like, you're just gonna let all that in. It's gonna like really break you.
See, that's the thing, like, having a strong mental fortitude is like a superpower. Some people are born with strong ass powers, some people are broken as fuck, some people are just born and, you know, they're not quite in the meta, they're like D-tier, unfortunately. And that's not their fault.
Like, because sometimes it's simple stuff that really just gets them down and like just changes them like who they are. Like, they'll say certain things and then they'll basically just become whatever they're saying. Like, kind of fucked up, honestly.
Yeah.
That's the, you know, a lot of time when you look at like research and stuff, they often say that like a baby's brain
Found
is
the
like
quote.
Go ahead.
sorry.
Say the quote.
Smart people learn from their own mistakes, but wise people learn from others' mistakes. That's what basically what it was.
That's
That's what
exactly what he
Charlamagne's
said.
grandmother told him.
You know, they say it all the time that, like, you know, a baby's brain is like a sponge. It just absorbs everything. you know? And it's like, yes, it does. And normally we talk about it when it comes to knowledge and learning language, you know, when they're first learning English or whatever their native language
They
is.
suck up all the negativity.
Exactly.
Too.
If shit's going on at home, they absorb that. If they see bad shit going on, they absorb that. When they see crime and shit in the world, it's all absorbed. That's the thing. Yes, babies absorb everything. The problem is when we talk about everything, we talk about knowledge. We don't talk about everything as actually everything.
I absorbed all that shit.
Look at that do-rag head. Yeah. Looking like a thumb.
Okay, what we got next? So, here's one. Do you think that whatever your parents told you growing up ever helped you obtain self-worth? If so, what did they say or do that helped you obtain self-worth?
I don't think mom really said anything specific to like I don't know. I think it's just like caring for me and everything. It's just like, okay.
Yeah.
It's like you understand what it is for someone to really care for you. And like when someone doesn't do that, it's like, all right, no, I'm not okay with this.
Yeah. I think
that's
it's
what
just,
it was.
Yeah, I agree. Cause it's like more of realizing what your family does for you. Like, cause my mom was a single mom, and realizing there were nights where, you know, she wouldn't even eat and just give me food. And I realized that like later on, like, wow, she really sacrificed so fucking much for me. Like that just goes to show how much I gotta put in right now so I could work better for my family later on, and have that, you know, self-care for myself, so I can implement that in, you know, my future, my seedlings, my kids and my family too.
Nah,
Well,
that's
I realize my mom sacrificed for herself for me too, because it's like, I don't know, she decided to just stay home and take care of us while the father decided to work. So most parents would just be like, after the first kid, they're done. But she decided to just stay home and just take care of everybody. But she didn't really have to. She could have just gave it to her family members or whatever, but no. She decided to just be on her own, figure it out, and take care of everybody. Some of my siblings took it for granted, some didn't. So that's just how it goes.
So
it was just an eye opener for me.
I really agree with what Ant said, because I had a similar thing, and I was fucking heartbroken when I found out that like my mum had been eating like moldy and like out of date food and shit to make sure that I could eat good healthy food. And I'm just like, please tell me you're fucking lying, because like I never knew that. While I was sitting here eating a nice well cooked hot meal, she was eating bread that went out of date 2 weeks ago because that's all money could afford. You know what I mean? It's stuff like that. But like I always feel so bad, because I always say this to my mum, and we even spoke about it recently, is that I hate that mentally I'm so fucked, because my mum did try her hardest to not have me be this way. You know, it's like, it's not that nothing she said got through, it's just every time my mum would tell me things and try to make me a better person, life happened. You know what I mean?
Yes, those outside forces, it just it happens.
So it's like,
it's kind of just dependent on the person to really like whether or not they allow that. It's kind of just good to get lucky or not.
So it's like, I wish I could say my mum did teach me a lot about self-worth, and she did try to teach you as much as she could, and I'll always appreciate that. Just unfortunately, life had other plans for where my health was going to go, but you know, she definitely did try her hardest, and I appreciate that. And I tell her all the time, I always say to her, like, I feel so bad that I came out this way because you didn't raise me to be like this. You raised me to be strong and independent and to look after myself and to do what I want, have fun, do what I want to do. And unfortunately, that's just not the life I ended up leading. And it's not her fault at all, but she blames herself for that, and I wish she didn't, you know? So that's kind of where I stand with that.
I don't know. It's like I always understood that, like, you know, shit's gonna be rough sometimes. Like, you got ups and downs. You just gotta like just power through it. Just gotta take what you got and just make the best of it. It's like,
I don't feel like there's anything anyone ever told me to obtain it. It was more like what I told myself and what I read. They didn't really say like anything that could like make me feel good, because like of my family, right? Everybody thought that since I was quiet and I did good in school, that I'm just good. So they just never asked questions. I never asked anything. So they just automatically assume, oh, he good.
Yeah, a lot of the power. Look, the earlier on you realize a lot of the stuff is in your hands, and how you cope and manage with things and start learning yourself. That's the better it's gonna get more and more. Like the more you learn yourself earlier on, the better off you're gonna be.
I was just taking that shit on myself.
Yeah, because I know everybody's learning more and more about themselves, and that's how you. It really depends on how you deal with things later on too. It helps just knowing yourself.
Yeah. Took me forever to do it, but at least I finally did it.
Yeah.
I thought I was never going to do it. True. I thought I was never going to do it. If I was going down. And I know I was doing it to myself. But like I said, I was just battling mentally. It just came to a point.
Like, until a couple months ago, that was exactly me.
Yeah.
Even sometimes now, I still wonder, like, am I really going to keep up with this, or am I just going to go back downhill? Like, I don't even know now, like, if I'm just on fucking cloud 9 and I'm going to fall eventually. Like, shit's worrying.
It's not even that. It's just like, I don't know, it's just the way you look at things, man. It's just you gotta like have a bit more faith in yourself.
Yeah.
Seems to be like your biggest problem. You don't really believe in yourself all that much.
Yeah, you too, Chase. Fix your problems.
I believe in all you bastards, and I barely know some of y'all.
Yeah, Chase. I believe in you, dude, even though.
I don't know, like,
damn, Mikey, I'm gonna punch kick the shit out your big ass head. What? Shit look like a football.
I know.
Are you hiding under there? A bomb?
No.
Hello, Akbar.
Sometimes I feel like a bomb, you know?
If
I remove these do-rag, it will be a bomb.
Next question. Let's see, where is it? So the next one is... That's kind of ties in what I was saying before. Is it wrong to be selfish?
No.
I've learned that it isn't.
You're living for yourself. You need to worry about yourself. Yourself comes first. Always.
You come here alone, you will die here alone.
Damn, I just keep looking at Mikey's thing. It looks like the Pope's hat. I'm sorry. I just keep looking at it, bro. It's the only thing.
Take off the Dewey. Let's see what's under there.
Bro, Mikey's like, y'all not ready for the power that sits underneath this, bro.
I will give you every single penny that is in my wallet if you reveal what is under that Dewey.
Bro, hold on.
No, I got you. I'm taking out the wallet right now.
He didn't say in
taking
his
out the wallet right now.
He said in his wallet.
Pennies
look. I got you.
Bro,
I got you.
You got like 3 pennies, bro. Come on.
Bro, you gotta have like 5
No. Look. I got the cash for you. All right. Boom.
You said
That's a lot of money right there. That's a lot of money right there.
Like a string.
Look at that.
Yeah, dude, this man,
Let's see what's under it.
4 big ones.
Let's see what's under it. That's what I'm saying. That's 4 Benjamins right there.
But it's one he said pennies. Like, am I
Yeah,
crazy?
he did.
So you gonna cash at me $4? That's what you said.
I mean, I'll take.
I got you.
Bro, what's it gonna
Alright,
take
Lamar.
to you either
$4.
remove it or
Let's see what's under
shave
there.
your mustache or what?
I'll release this do-rag, but you guys send me a cash out right now. It's
How
the only way.
So
He said
what?
$4. He said
Oh.
$4. So
you're really
saying,
settling with that? Okay.
Yeah, he trying to scam me. I gotta see what's under there first. I gotta see what I'm working with before I give you the money.
Yo,
I gotta see the product that I'm paying for.
Sounds like prostitution.
no, I need to see who I'm receiving it from, bro.
Lamar, it's like OnlyFans. You have to trust what Twitter shows you, and then you pay for what's behind that little padlock.
Bro, you're lucky.
I want to see what's behind curtain number 2 before. All right.
No,
Here's a hypocrite,
right now, this is Mikey's Twitter page. Okay, you gotta pay before he takes it off.
Yeah, sadly. It could be trash. It could be good, but that's $4.
You gotta support his business,
pay,
bro.
right? Thank you, bro. $4. So you gonna send it?
Alright.
I'm waiting.
We're moving on to the next question in the meantime.
Yeah, while he figures that situation out.
Yeah.
How do you deal with pain?
No.
I play
Deal
ball.
with pain?
Yeah.
Physical or emotional?
I assume
Any
emotional,
types.
Well, you can't do much physically right now, can you?
but... Yeah, I
At
think
least ball.
Lamar's a bit stuck with his physical pain for the time being.
Yeah, the lower half at least.
You make
You
it
gotta
sound
do
bad.
play ball. Play ball. You have no legs. Play ball, man. So you gotta do.
I was,
pills
you know,
for
I was
pain.
okay. Max Payne.
How do you deal with pain, Chase?
I say, oh, okay.
Oh my bad.
No,
I didn't know you was going.
Oh,
Go ahead.
Are you sure? Are you sure, Pope?
Yeah, go.
I got your blessing.
Okay,
Thank you.
Oh man.
Sent to Mikey.
No,
Nigga sent me $1 and show me.
Yo, Mikey, that's his down payment. That's his down
See,
payment.
that's what you get for $1.
The Holy
That's what you
Trinity.
get
That's
for
it for
$1.
$1.
Yeah, bro. This
Yeah,
is what
but-
you get for
You know,
$1.
Holy Trinity.
Mikey, that's his down payment, bro.
It was the rest.
It's like a card.
There you
Jeez.
go. There you
Hey,
go, bro.
yo. Tarantula.
There you go, bro.
Bro.
That's
You
his
say
image.
you the rest?
Wait, wasn't Chase gonna talk about how he deals with pain?
Ladies, he's single.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, and
No,
how do you
I'm
deal with
not.
pain?
Keep it all.
I'm a relationship with myself and my grind.
Hey.
Okay, I thought you were gonna say something else.
No.
Right, come on, Ann, your turn.
Yeah, what did he say? Yeah, what was the question?
How do you deal
No.
with pain? I'm waiting for Ann
Oh.
to answer.
Oh, yeah. I say with a lot of things mentally, like emotionally, really link up with your physical self too. Like everything's linked together. So I say a lot of exercise for me, and just writing and music, making music, listening,
Right.
all of that just helps me so much, tremendously.
Exactly. You understand.
Yeah.
This
There you
thing
go with
will
the-
always be here for me, bro.
Oh man,
Yeah.
look at me, I'm tearing.
Always be here for me.
Bro, this shit
Just
gets me
jamming
good.
on a guitar for a bit, just that, like it's
These
therapy
two things
sometimes.
right
Tell
here,
you, man.
these two things right
Shooting
here have always been for me,
two-
bro.
I'm telling you, shooting 1,000 free throws straight, that is the best ever. That's just so stress relieving.
Yeah.
Like, that shit crazy. I need to do
Because
that
finding
again.
something physical and tangible, it links up with your mental so much more than people realize.
I really miss those days though. Just putting on 500 shots for 1,000 shots when I'm just upset. It was great. Miss those days.
Uh,
Damn
I
you,
don't
coming.
really do anything physical. I more do like a whole lot of self-reflecting, just trying to understand what the hell's going on.
I get
Spend a
that
lot
Do
of
too.
you do
time.
that? Like, do you do that with writing, or you just do it in your head?
Nah, I'm constantly in my head anyways. That's just normal.
Because what I did, because I used to be constantly in my head, but then this wasn't helping me, so I wrote, and then it came to a point where I needed a whiteboard. That's a
It's
really
like, I don't know.
fucking
I don't know
whiteboard.
if I want to write down that type of information.
True. Yeah. Who knows?
I don't know.
man? Basically,
There
Here
wa-
it comes.
oh my yo.
I don't know, bro. There was a point where I felt
Bless
like I
you.
was going crazy.
Thank you.
He said, "Bless you."
You're supposed to be saying that, Pope.
Yo, have you ever felt like you just in your head too much? You just feel like you're going crazy, like kind of thing.
Bro,
That is
was
why I
me
meditate.
My senior year, my freshman year of college, bro. I feel like I was going crazy.
Hmm.
I really
Man, just
felt
a
like I
couple
was
days ago, I
schizophrenic.
felt like I was going crazy.
No, I really
No.
felt like I was schizophrenic.
I've been there.
Like, I really felt like it. Because that shit ran my family. And I was like, oh, I had to search stuff. Like, do I have the symptoms? Like, this shit is retarded. Like, and thank God I didn't. But it's just the fact that it was just, I was just too lost to a point where it's just like, I just couldn't be alone. Because if I was alone, and there was just objects around me or just some stupid shit, I know where it's going to end up.
See, like that's the thing though. It's like when I get like that, I tend to just isolate, kind of. I don't know. So it's just like I don't really stop it. I just shit just comes at me.
I feel like I embrace those moments because if you try to like tuck them away, it makes it worse.
True. Yep. I learned to embrace it.
Ah, nah, I've been tucking that shit away for years.
I developed that mama mentality.
You
man.
gotta feel it, Leo. Just cry at night or something and
Exactly.
let it go.
Bro, you
I
wanna know the
developed that
saddest thing
mamba
ever?
mentality.
Hey, yo.
That
Huh?
mamba mentality.
What was that, Leo?
I was gonna say, you know the saddest thing is?
That mamba.
You say to just cry it out at night, bro. Do you know how long it's been since I've like actually physically cried? I feel like I genuinely can't.
What, 2 days?
No,
Dude, oh my gosh.
it's been forever. Like, okay, you know when you're about to cry, you get that feeling like in the back
Yeah.
of your eyes when it's about to come out. I
Get
get
back
that,
up in that tier.
like I get that feeling. I get that feeling in my eyes of it building up, and then just nothing comes out, and then that feeling goes. Like just I can't, bro. I have
No,
literally,
no.
I have literally tried to get myself depressed enough to cry in the corner of my room.
Okay,
I just
don't know
can't
that.
do
No,
it.
no.
Wait.
No,
I cried
Rohan,
too
Rohan,
much.
this was
I
ages
didn't
ago. I
cry.
tried to force myself to cry because I needed to get it out, and I just couldn't. I like, oh yeah,
I
I
don't know,
cried
bro.
too much to the point when I was crying out one eye. That's how much
Just,
I cried. I cried to a
let's
point where I
go.
cried out one eye.
Lean back.
Bro, all you gotta
I
do
spent so much time at
put
the start of
on
the year crying. I've not been
some
able to.
sad,
You remember
some
how
sad anime, bro.
remember how
That's all
Tachi's
you
eye was bleeding?
Mhm.
that was me at a point. I cried so much that one eye was literally just there's only one crying. Like my left eye was only crying. But
Bro,
I was just
honestly,
fucking.
Nah,
really
Leo, I
dumb.
definitely felt like that though. Like I'd say about a year or two ago, it was just years and years of built up emotion. I was like, I really feel like I can't cry. Like it's a blockade. It feels like.
But
It's
sometimes
just
you feel
something.
like you just become emotionally numb to it. It's like, oh, what a
Yeah.
surprise I got fucked over again. What a surprise shit is happening. Like you just get so emotionally numb to it to the point where it's like, whatever.
Stole my
Like,
client.
how long till this
Yeah.
happens again?
I don't think I'm numb to it. It's more like what I kind of tell myself. It's like I don't have time for this. It's like
You
I should.
just have a better mentality with it. That's the thing.
I just think of
This
what would
is
Sasuke do.
You know what I'm saying?
When
Like,
Sasuke-
it's like at the end of the day, it's like it's not gonna
Stole
change.
my
If
client.
it's like it doesn't help with you anything.
Client.
So like,
I must restore it.
I don't know how many people have kept up with Trash Taste. Lamar, you'll probably remember this. On one of the episodes, so Gigguk used to be a monk, and he was talking about like, because Connor was like, I never see you get mad or angry or upset about anything. Like, what the fuck, how? And he was saying that when he was a monk, it kind of taught him to just, when shit happens, instead of lashing out, instead of getting mad, he just sits there, just completely empties his mind and tries to think about the situation as realistically as possible. And it's just eventually he just accepts it, he
Yeah.
understands it, and he
That's some
deals
true
with it
shit.
in a better way. You know, it's like when you think of energy conversion, for example, it's a good analogy. There's lots of ways you can convert potential energy into something else. And rather than him just going to the immediate option, he tries to think about everything and just be like, okay, what if I just like deal with it this way, kind of thing. And being a monk and doing that kind of monk training where it was like, you know, no internet, no electricity, no Wi-Fi, just pure you and nature. That really taught him how to see things a different way, because he used to actually have really bad anger issues. And since then, it's not that he doesn't get angry, it's that he has a much different outlet than most people would because of that.
To the next question.
Let's see.
Hope don't die.
Yeah, so 18. Do you think pain is necessary in order to obtain success?
Of course.
Some pain is necessary.
Not necessarily like. I don't know. I feel
think
like
people bring pain into it. It doesn't have to be painful, but people make it painful.
Yeah, I feel like the most successful people definitely came from some sort of strife or something that was like a chip on the shoulder and it lit a fuel under their ass, you know? Like you
I
have
feel like a little bit is needed. A little bit.
Yeah, I think instead of just pain, you need motivation. I'd say motivation's a better word for success.
I don't know. For me, I look at it differently. I don't know. I feel like with the pain that like I seen and like even felt, I feel like it just made me stronger. That's just me personally.
You need motivation, and it's about where that motivation comes from. And for some people, it is, you know, the things you've seen, the things you've experienced.
Yeah.
You understand shit needs to change, and that's the motivation
Yeah,
for you to go out
I felt
and make
like,
that change.
Like I understand if I probably didn't go through it, my life would probably be better in a sense. But at the same time, like who knows what would happen? It probably would have happened.
Would it be better in the
all
end?
I know.
In the long run, would you get?
That's what I'm saying. Like it could probably be like it probably would happen at a later age, or who knows. I'd rather it happen to me earlier and I see it later. So.
I don't know. I feel like some things you can just avoid if you just understand this. Like you don't have to do any of this. Like
that's totally true.
A lot of people don't get that they have the choice and the power to just.
I didn't understand it either. I did not know I had that power. I did not know. When I was younger, I did not know I had that power until recently. I just having a voice.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know if I always felt like I had that power. It's more like, it's like, regardless of what I felt I did, it's just like, I'm going to leave now.
Bye. Have a nice time.
Have a good time.
It's like I didn't know any other way to like handle this. Like I can't change anything, so I might as well just fucking disappear. It's like it's just time for me to go.
Okay. Did
Which
anybody
kind of
else?
helps us avoid shit, which is nice, I guess.
Anybody else think pain is necessary?
Do we have any comments in the top row here? Of
Any
Chase
comment,
Mellon Lamar?
concern?
For me, the
Any
top row
comments,
is Chase
concern?
Mellon
The
Lamar.
pain will make you stronger.
Nigga, you look weak.
In the bro, in the wise words of Kelly Clarkson, what doesn't kill you makes you stronger.
Oh man, it's actually not a bad song.
It's actually not. It's a decent song. Alright,
I used to hear
next
that all the
question.
time.
Bro,
I
I
used to
still
be on
hear it
TikTok
at work.
all the time.
I hear it on the radio at work all the fucking time.
It used to be so popular. Oh, it's crazy.
Right, let's see.
Question, man.
Why do you think people care about what others think?
Self-conscious
Because humans are
insecurities.
social creatures.
Approval.
Yeah, buddy boy.
I don't know. I feel like it's a lot goes back to like their family, like what's happening at home. It's like if they're not getting enough love, or it's like they're not really being told that I don't know, like they're enough, or they're it's like, and then they hear someone else just basically agree with like whatever the fuck like negativity they're hearing. Someone's just like agreeing with that. It's like maybe you aren't worth it, or you're not good enough, kind of thing. So it's like they kind of cling to whatever good that comes in their life, which isn't always true. It's just people pretending to be something else, I guess.
For me, it was like clinging to good. Mine was just more like, I don't know. It's just like I had this type of like either standard, or like I just had to meet this type of goal, and I feel like I had to like impress these people or put them at the higher pedestal than I was to get to this point. And that was my problem. And that's the reason why I care. Like I'll use them as a landmark or somewhere I need to catch. This is how it went. Like for my sister, I looked at her like a big ass role model. Like she went to college, she did this, she had a job for a long time, stuff like that. She got her own house, she has kids. Like I looked at it like, okay, this is where I need to be and be better. And from there, it's just like it was a wrong way of thinking, but it's just like damn. So that's how I just started.
Like you need a goal in life. The problem is when that goal beats you up.
Yeah,
I mean,
so
when
it's
it's-
like, I didn't necessarily. It's like I didn't necessarily care about like what most people cared about. Like like I don't know, typical teen shit. The only typical teen shit I cared about was the virgin thing. But other than that, it was nothing else. The only thing that really bothered me. The only thing that really bothered me was just the only thing that really bothered me is just trying to measure up to someone else's success. That was my only problem.
Yeah, for
I
me,
should never
it's
done
like, I always felt like I was just behind. It's like I wasn't really doing enough when it came to like school and shit. I don't know, I felt like maybe I should have graduated earlier, or like should have been here. Like, it wasn't like a specific person. It was just like how I saw like it's successful, or like there's kids like graduating earlier or some shit. I felt like I should have
college at
been
12.
not that crazy, but yeah, like I feel like I should have
friend
been.
who graduated high
doing
school
well.
at 16. I think she graduated 16 something.
I don't know. It depends on like where. Some places start a lot earlier, so it's just like kind of normal.
Yeah.
It's not even like intelligence per se. It's just the school system.
Sure.
For me, it was always the opposite growing up. Like I mean, even now, I never gave a fuck what people think. You know, when I was in secondary school, like I only care about what people think if their opinion matters. Like, if there's someone, like, if it's my best friend, or if it's someone I'm dating, or like it's someone in my family I'm close to, I care what they think. But it's like, when I was in school, I know people didn't like me. There's a reason why I hung out with the same group of a couple friends for the entire, like, 5-6 years I was there. You know, it's like, I just didn't care. People don't fuck with me. Okay, I'm not popular. I know why. I just don't give a fuck. Mikey, you're disappearing. Like, no, your phone was going off, but now it's back.
Oh, because I was taking out the charger.
But like, I don't know. I just really gave a fuck. It's like, people don't like me for this reason, for that reason. Okay, you know, like when I used to meet up with friends and stuff, I had so many people who were like, "Oh, so and so doesn't like you." Okay, why? Because of this. Okay, is my day supposed to be ruined? I don't get. Like, I've just never given a fuck about what people think for the most part.
Yeah, I agree with that aspect. But like when it came to like career stuff and like future wise,
that's what I cared about.
At work, it's different for me. At work, I care what people think because if people don't like me, I can't move up. You know, I need the staff to like me. I need to go there, be happy, and be a clown, and I need to leave a good impression on everyone. Because if the staff don't like me, they're not going to want to move me up. So when it's like, when people's opinions need to matter, they do. You know, for me anyways. It's like when I'm in a work environment, I need people to give a fuck. Because if they don't, I'm not going anywhere. So I need to impress these people. It's not particularly hard, but, you know, it's still like a conscious thought of mine. Whereas at school, I don't have to impress the popular people to pass the year.
Oh yeah, I'm definitely
mean?
not worried about that shit.
Yeah,
Definitely worried about it.
Alright.
Like, you know.
God, here. Okay, so this is the last one Mikey put.
Whoa.
Wait, before we get to that last one, Mikey,
Yes.
you see what I sent
What?
you?
Oh,
Check your
what?
phone.
Send the $4.
I
Did
want
you?
more.
You know we
Wait,
took
you
it off
took it off?
before. Yeah, he took it off, the whole thing.
I took it off.
Did you know? Did you
Why'd
not
you
see
pay
it?
him?
Did you not see it?
No, I didn't see it. No, I didn't see it.
Damn it!
Fuck.
Bro.
I got you. Okay, I'll
How
do it
much-
again. I got you. I got
No,
you.
no, I think those three. I think that's the mustache. That's one. The beard. That's two. And then you could pick either eyebrow, I guess.
See, there you go, bro.
See, you got your money's worth.
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
said
I got my
$4.
money's worth.
Shave it off.
Nah, you gotta get the full
Shave it off.
360, bro. What do you mean?
Oh,
You gotta see
Mikey,
that back.
Mikey, you should go bald.
Like,
What?
You gotta do it. You gotta do a spin,
Don't do
bro.
it.
Around, you gotta spin.
Don't do it.
Where's the spin
Yeah,
at, bro? We gotta see the back.
360.
See the back.
Yeah,
Man,
come
you
on.
see no back.
Yeah,
Come
look,
on,
that
do a
guy.
12 for me, Mikey. You gotta get every
There's nothing
angle.
in the back, bro. There's nothing in the
Why
back.
not?
This is
What's
the
in the
first
back?
visit. Nothing's in the
What?
back, bro.
He
There's
gotta get
nothing
his
in
money
the
worth,
trunk.
bro.
Bro, it's like, look to the left, bring the chin up a little bit, get a good angle from the side.
Bro,
There we
there's
go.
nothing in the back, bro.
Yeah.
All right, other side, other side.
Yeah,
There we go.
There we
Alright,
go.
Yeah.
What's behind you? Oh no, what's behind you? There's a killer. Look, turn around. He's gonna stab you.
Hey, yo.
You bastard.
Alright.
Mm.
So, lastly, does it matter what everyone says or does it matter what everyone says or does it matter what you think?
It matters what I think. I mean,
Yeah.
Yeah, everybody has a right to their opinion. If I agree to
I mean,
it,
unless
okay,
it's
cool.
about something that I'm just blatantly wrong about. It's like-
No,
Yeah,
yeah. If you my friend, I'm let's talk. But I'm still
if
gonna
it's
bash on
something
you.
where it's like I'm just not knowledgeable about, and like I'm
I
just
don't know.
out
If you my
dead
friend,
ass
call
is
you out on your
wrong,
bullshit.
like yeah.
I'm
It's not
gonna
that
let
it
you explain
matters.
yourself. I want to know where it's gonna go. And then after that, I'll explain why it's wrong.
It's not as your opinion necessarily matter. It's just nice to have the input. I guess it's like correct you when you're on your bullshit.
Yeah, like
I
if
didn't
I'm
ask for it, I
looking
didn't
for
either.
input, then yeah, I care about what other people say. You know, it's like I'm not gonna sit here and talk to a scientist about how atoms work. He's the one who knows. Like, I care about what he says because he's the fucking scientist, right? But yeah, but it definitely comes to
See-
like things in my own life. I don't want people telling me how to live my fucking
I
life.
say when it comes to just like trying to like focus on yourself and grind, it doesn't matter what people say unless it's like good criticism,
Constructive.
like
Mhm.
criticism that you can add, like constructive
Yeah,
criticism that you can
benefits
actually
you.
use to
Yeah.
benefit from it. Sure, but other than that, I feel like your opinion will always matter, even if you're fucking wrong. I don't care. It's go better. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, just owning, like, it does not matter what nobody says. If you focus on your passion and you grinding, that's what that matters. It's what you doing. Not what they doing, what you doing. So, that's all that
They
matters.
making money for you. Making money for yourself.
Exactly, nigga. Let them know. Let them know again. Say it again. I ain't quite catch that.
Say it with your chest.
They're making money for you. Making money for you.
There we
Exactly.
go.
Exactly. That's
So,
the energy I
Chase.
need from you every day.
So Chase, what did we learn?
To this day.
What did we learn?
You simple.
Chase has learned nothing.
This is done.
You didn't learn shit, Chase? That's what we doing?
He
Does
learned
this
how to do
do-rag make you
Hokage.
laugh?
Mikey, got a
Does
little
this
bit
do-rag make
sticking
you
out. Mikey, just
Huh?
got a little bit sticking out, bro.
Yeah,
On
Mike,
your
you
left.
got a little. Your
little
Pope
bit.
piece is
Mike,
showing.
fix your do-rag,
There
Mike.
you go. There you go.
It's a new parallel right there. That Pope piece.
Alright, but I did have
Holy
something.
Spirit in him.
I did have
Of
something
course
to
you
end
did.
it off though.
Of course you did.
What'd you have?
What do you mean? Of course I did. What do you mean? Of course I did. You know what I'm
You
saying?
know what I mean, bro.
You know what I'm saying?
Yo.
You know, it's just a little something that I wrote. You feel me?
Mhm.
I had inspiration
Roses are
from a
red.
movie. You know what I'm saying?
Hey,
Violets
yo,
are
I
do
had
red.
you want me to
inspiration.
stop the music for this one, Mikey?
Open turn.
Roses are
You
red.
don't have to if you don't
Violets
want
are
to. You feel me?
blue. Mikey's the
I'll
Pope,
give you
and
your
all
time to
that is
talk.
true.
Everyone will mute themselves while you say your little ending speech.
Are you ending this?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
know.
That was fast.
Oh, well,
That was
for how long
fun,
is the
bro.
thing?
It's been 2 hours and something minutes.
Dog, it's only felt like it's been 30
2
minutes.
hours.
To be
It
honest.
just now hit 2 hours and 15
Bro,
minutes.
It did.
2 hours
It really
and
does feel
change.
like 30 minutes though. I ain't gonna hold you.
Oh, bro, those first 5 questions felt like a whole hour. They were more than an hour.
No, they did. They did.
Bro,
Yeah,
we
they
spent-
probably were an
bro,
hour now.
Yeah,
I
we
thought it wasn't
spent
gonna
we
end.
spent an hour and 20 minutes on the first 5 questions.
No, you and Mikey.
When I
spent
looked at
an
the
hour.
time, I was like, oh,
No, I
hello.
did not. No.
I don't want to fuck it. No, you
No.
know what happened? For 5 questions, everyone was talking. For 15, it was just a 4-man band down here. That's what happened.
Alright, so basically what I wanted to tell people was basically just like a little inspiration, you know what I'm saying? If you go into some shit. So basically what I wrote down as inspiration for like a movie I watched, I was just gonna say, if your job is hated on you, good. Pick yourself up, start grinding. Your mom think you're a low life, you ain't doing shit with your life, and you just sit at home and do nothing. Good. It's good that she think that. Pick yourself up and start grinding. Your girl flaked on you, and you worry about, oh, is she gonna text you back the next night? No, fuck her. Good that she didn't text you back.
Big fox.
Pick up yourself and start grinding. And understand that you're a fucking king. And who cares if nobody believes in your dream? Fucking fantastic. Pick up yourself and start fucking grinding. Make something of yourself.
Big.
Stop sitting at home. Stop looking at shit. Stop blaming other people for your mistakes. Start grinding. Look in the mirror and say, all right, that's cool. I know who I am. I know how I'm going to get there. Success ain't easy. You think LeBron had like such great nights and stuff like that where like he didn't reflect on his life? No, that nigga failed
Man,
too.
go
He
on-
wasn't always the
go on,
chosen
bitch.
one.
Yo, bro, relax. Alright?
I'm sorry.
Let my man finish his speech and you can.
Let me stop you right there, Kiko. Let me stop you right there.
Nah, that nigga's a little bitch.
Whatever.
We'll talk about this after Michael's little soliloquy.
You just had to interrupt the whole shit, man. You think Kobe didn't want to? You think Kobe didn't want to quit when shit got hard? Nah, that ain't true. He kept grinding. You think Steve Jobs?
No, but his
gave a
body
fuck what
did. His body said, nah, we gotta quit.
Oh my God, nigga!
Shut up.
Oh my. Yo, he had to
Think
talk
Steve Jobs gave up? You think Steve Jobs gave up when people doubted him? No, he kept grinding. So you think
Steve
Martin
Jobs
Luther
was a
King
beast.
just said nobody was believing my fucking vision, so I'm gonna stop marching? No, that nigga kept fucking marching. They kept fucking marching to a point where he had to get killed. So understand that what you gotta believe in, my nigga. Stop listening to all these other pussy ass niggas. Everybody just getting your fucking way. Understand who you are, and just block out the haters, my nigga. Honestly, it's like not everybody is made to be great. That's just how life is. It's a balance. Some
Well,
niggas gonna
thanks.
rise, some niggas gonna fall. But you gotta understand who you are and what your value is. Just hold your head up, King. Just keep doing you. And understand, when you get hurt the next time, tell your pain, thank you. You just made you stronger. I'll see you later.
Mikey out.
Exactly.
Beautiful.
And that's all,
No one else is
folks.
gonna clap.
Now
No,
back to the
nah.
LeBron slander, Monica. What's good with you?
Nah.
What's LeBron do to
We're
you?
ending the episode. Y'all can talk about this in your
What
own
you say
time. I'm
about
going to bed. I don't
LeBron?
got time to hear this shit.
LeBron.
Yeah.
And happy birthday to you, fucker.
Thank you very much.
Yeah,
man.
happy birthday.
It's your birthday?
Oh, it's your birthday? Word?
Yes.
Over there, yes.
Yeah, over
Oh,
here. Yeah, for
okay.
you guys, it's not my birthday for another hour and 15 minutes.
Oh, I need to put that on my calendar. So
You
every
have the
year I can
calendar?
remember.
You have a
What you
calendar?
mean?
You have a calendar?
Yeah, and my phone. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I thought you
You
meant like
can
an
afford a
actual
calendar?
calendar that you write shit. It don't cost that
Imagine.
much.
Imagine. It's like you rather buy a calendar than download a free app. Like, come on, bro.
Alright.
It comes with your
That's
phone.
Happy birthday, you bastard.
Thank
Don't forget, you have to say it to Chasing soon.
Nah, Chase still got an hour and 15
Happy
minutes. Fuck that, man.
birthday to both the 30-year-olds.
Shit.